Fret not, friends. The Fan is still live and local with Fan Sports Saturday. The name might not be great, but what if we included Tyvis Powell, a 3-year starter for the Buckeyes, defensive MVP of a national title game, and the man who brought down Alabama.
Ball in the air toward the end zone, and that ball is going to be caught, and the Buckeyes get it. Coming out of the end zone with a football for Ohio State is Tyvis Powell. He goes racing up and is tackled at the 30-yard line, and the king of the SEC has fallen.
It's Fan Sports Saturday with national champion Tyvis Powell. Oh, and Eric Racer.
I cannot approve raises, PTO, or give you anything else but my time and my voice. But Tyvis, if I could, I would. So I'll try this. Today on The Fan, we will dedicate from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m., maybe a little bit past that, we will dedicate today's programming to my favorite 23, Tyvis Powell.
I do have I got a lot of action on the Fan.
Busy for you, bud.
I got a lot of things. I tell you what, if you in the car riding around at any point today, you will hear from me multiple times.
Which is good. Always a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
The more Tyvis in your life, the better. It's a correlation.
It's
the more Tyvis, the happier you are.
I think that when people listen to me talking their radio, they get to their destination faster. It's so upbeat.
You get energized.
Yeah, they like, yeah, let's go.
Lead foot.
Let's go.
Drive safely out there today, folks. So you have the Saturday Spectacular with Tyvis Powell from 10 to 1. And then following us at 1 o'clock is Buckeye Replay, the 2015 College Football Playoff National Championship, Ohio State versus Oregon. As you heard, the big voice guy, the defensive MVP of that game, won Tyvis Powell.
Yes.
So you'll be on with Tim Hall recanting that entire season, everything that went on in 2014 to when you take down Alabama in the Sugar Bowl, and then you face the Heisman Trophy winner Marcus Mariota in the national championship. All of that to get ready for week 1 of the college football season next week. It's week 0, so we'll have Florida State and Georgia Tech. We'll, obviously keep you updated on whatever goes on there. But then after Buckeye Replay, I think you got some ESPN radio where likely they'll talk to Tyvis Powell, maybe. But then at 10 o'clock, the boot will meet the ball in Seattle between the Browns and the Seahawks for the preseason finale for both squads.
Are we doing pregame on this show? On this airway?
Station at 8 o'clock?
Oh, well, that's
Browns Seahawks pregame coverage with Tyvis Powell. How are you going to navigate today, my friend? Is there a nap involved? Are we drinking a lot of coffee?
I'm not. So the thing is, I'm not. If you know me, you know I don't take naps. Like it's against what
that's right. You will sleep when you're dead.
Yes.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And my wife had the audacity today to tell me, you know what? Since you're going to be up late, because post-game, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, post-game, after the Browns game today, you're looking at about 1:15, somewhere in there, and we're going to go for about 45 to an hour. So make sure you call.
We'll have that on the Fan.
Yeah, make sure you call in. I would appreciate talking to
216-578-0092.
I think that's
the call-in for Browns post-game, pre-game, too.
So my wife tells me that I should take a nap, and I just looked at her like, I don't even know who you are.
It's such a reasonable thing to say.
No.
Oh, you've got a long day. If you can find some time, which you will have time after Buckeye Replay.
No.
You can take a nap before Browns pregame.
No. Not taking no nap. The sleep is for the week.
All righty.
It's for the week.
That's not good advice.
I'm about to, if I get tired, I'm just going to stand up. That's
okay.
I did it. It got me through many meetings when I play professionally. It can get me through post-game show.
Well, at least you're not going to be, driving when you're tired.
I got to drive.
That
25 minutes home.
Okay. That'll be at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Something like that. So if you're on the highway at about roughly 2:15, get out of my way.
We have a lot to get through on the program today. A lot of football. So I know that with week 0 in college football, if you woke up this morning and you got your college game day fix. Next week, Tyvis, you will be where for the Big Ten tailgate?
Purdue. We're starting off in Purdue.
West Lafayette.
Yes.
Are you excited to go there?
I am. I'm excited for the Big Ten thing to start. Like, it's to be around Mike
football
Hall.
Season.
Me and Mike's going to joke. They switched it from 2 hours to 90 minutes. We're going to get to talk some ball, talk some Purdue football. They're playing Indiana State, So I can't wait. Can't wait.
We got Ohio State and Akron 7 days out, and Buckeyes and the Zips will meet at 3:30 next Saturday. Last night you had, I think this was Thursday, was when the high school football season in Ohio started, because Massillon, I don't know if you saw this, played.
Warren Hart. No,
Massillon went out to Oregon, to the campus of Nike, and played an NFL Academy team from the UK.
Who won?
I think Massillon did.
Good.
So
good. There we go. Ohio football.
That's, I guess, that was the unofficial start of the high school football season. But you had last night the fans' game of the week, Harvest Prep beating Pickerington Central.
That is
24-21. Harvest Prep's a legit squad.
That is shocking to me. Like
they went into Pickerington and gave the Tigers an L.
That's the part that's blowing my mind. Like, they beat them at home.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wow, it's a new day.
It was a rough evening in Pickerington as Lakewood St. Ed's went into Pickerington North and beat them 28-0.
Well, I'm not shocked by that. I mean,
I'm shocked they limited Pickerington North, who was ranked 7th in the state in D1, to 0 points.
Yeah, okay. St. Ed, have you seen St. Ed?
I'm
talking about
St. Ed's.
Aren't they the back-to-back state champions?
So they're 3rd in the state, and I'm not surprised they won that game.
I mean,
the fact they pitched a shutout. It's really impressive.
I mean, I'm from Cleveland, so I grew up, knowing about St. Ed's and how good they are. It's not shocking to me at all.
The shocking part of it was the 0. Same with my Upper Arlington Golden Bears, who got shut out by Glenville last night.
Again.
6-0.
Again.
Cleveland Glenville went into the Marv Moorhead Memorial Stadium and won 6-0.
It's not shocking.
To me, it was.
This is Cleveland.
Yes.
This is Cleveland.
Cleveland against the world. So it is.
I'm not shocked by that at all. I mean, Glenville has always been good. I mean, they've got a bunch of players coming to Ohio State, from this past recruiting class, and Coach Ginn does a great job of getting his teams prepared, and they're always going to be a physical team. And listen, they coming off of a state championship too. So
6-0 game sounds like the most physical. That sounds like a slugfest. That's 4 quarters of just punching each other in the face.
A lot of good defense being played.
2 field goals. Maybe
was it that? No,
I think he scored and missed the extra point.
Yeah, I'm about to say this is high school. They miss extra points all the time.
The fans' game of the week will be at Hilliard-Davidson next week, as you've got Canal Winchester again at Hilliard-Davidson there. So it's here. We've got football, and you're going to be drinking from a fire hose every single day. As I kind of explained there, Tyvis' schedule for today. That I think when it'll be like 1 o'clock in the morning Sunday and you'll be done with the day, I think you'll have realized it went quickly. At least I hope that for you, friend.
1 o'clock Sunday.
I don't want it to be a slog.
1 p.m. Sunday, I'm playing in...
No, 1 o'clock Sunday morning when you're on your way home.
That's when it starts.
1 o'clock Sunday morning it starts? What starts?
The post-game show. The game ain't going to end until like 1 tonight.
I don't know, 12:31, yeah.
No,
okay, so 2 o'clock.
Yeah, so we'll say about when I'm on my way home, it'll be like,
gosh, the calls you guys are going to get on the Cleveland Browns radio network.
I doubt it. Who's going to be awake at 1:30 in the morning?
I don't know, Bill in Lakewood?
They're not calling.
Dick in Dayton is an avid Browns fan.
Dick in Dayton.
He will always call.
Have I updated you about? No,
how's he doing?
hadn't seen you in a couple of weeks.
It's been a minute. You've been
let me
out of my life for a while.
Let's talk about Dick in Dayton. So Dick in Dayton has called the Brown post-game show every week. It's been 3 weeks. It's been 2 weeks.
Every week, I think, for the last 10, 20 years.
Yeah, he's called. So we tell him every time. He says Titus, and I said, and Jeff goes, it's Tyvis, and then we go, how do you say your name? Tyvis. He calls back last week. I said, we're gonna find out if he heard it or not. What do you think he said?
Titus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. So yes, if you know Dick in Dayton, tell him
legendary Ohio sports talk radio caller.
Tell him that it is Tyvis.
If you see him out in the wild. He would every time he would call in, he would ask what we're talking about.
Yeah, he did.
He would ask the screener. Sometimes that would be me. Like, what are you guys talking about? What do you think?
Yeah, he's still the same. He has not changed.
Is Watson playing tonight for the Browns?
He better be.
What's that mean? That doesn't help me.
I know. I think that it's just smoke and mirrors. I think it's just a lot of clickbait. You know, it's been slow week. Everybody wanted to get off.
Has it been a slow week?
They wanted to get him off the tackle talk, so they threw this out there that he decided to rest his arm, and everybody's just like, oh,
who's starting at left tackle for the Browns?
Jermaine Ifedi, actually, who I came into the league with when I went to Seattle. He was the first round pick. My man, Ifedi.
He injured his hand last week.
Yeah,
there were three Browns tackles went down in last week's preseason game. He had a hand injury, so he's good to go.
He's playing for a spot on the roster.
Yeah, they're gonna have.
I think if he does well, he makes this team. If he doesn't, he don't. But the good news is, like I say, he's this is a first round pick. That was a first round pick in Seattle. He's going back to Seattle where it all started to play them. So I think that holds weight, and I think he should play a really good game.
I just hope he doesn't get injured. At this point, if you're a Browns offensive lineman, I'm just hoping for no injuries. Can they get out of a preseason game without losing tackles or losing linemen at this point?
I mean, it has been a scary thing, but I think they'll be fine. Because I don't anticipate the starters playing like a quarter.
But also, it's a hell of a thing what you're alleging for Kevin Stefanski to say, I'm tired of talking about our tackle depth. Here's some quarterback nonsense.
Yeah.
Considering the quarterback we're discussing and considering the nonsense that has been discussed about Watson since he arrived in Cleveland. Could you pick maybe another story, like throw out a video of Nick Chubb squatting?
No,
that could be the clickbait instead of the problematic quarterback. I think you would want to have less discussion about.
Don't you think it was good for media? You know, they had something to talk about.
That's not good. That wasn't good for media.
They had something to talk about.
Because
it would have been a slow week.
That enraged the fan base.
We would have been beating the drum again on the tackles and the line. So, they was like, let's throw something
I would
else
think
out
that
there.
a guy like Kevin Stefanski would want that instead of quarterback discussion. I know you guys on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show, Tuesdays and Thursdays, want that.
Yeah.
And you want Deshaun last week saying that he just heard from the media that he was starting against Seattle. You guys want that.
They like to stir the pot up. They like to stir the pot up.
Would not want to have that right now.
They like to stir the pot up there.
It's the damnedest thing. I agree. I agree with you. Like Stefanski likes doing this, but it's not healthy.
I mean,
I was saying this to Dane Sanzenbacher the past couple of weeks, and I've been saying it on Bishop and Friends. If you are out there and say your kids are just coming into the age of I want to pick up a football team that I want to root for, like say they're getting, they just turned 7, 8, 9, or 10, they're kind of getting their formative sports fandom years, and they're looking at the start of the NFL season, the start of the college football season, and they don't have a team, and so they're going to pick somebody. If you're a good parent, you will not have them pick the Cleveland Browns.
I would.
Pick another team.
I would.
Any other team.
I would tell them that it's about loyalty.
To whom?
Your state.
The Cincinnati Bengals are down 71. And they don't have to deal with any of this nonsense.
They just cheap.
I mean, yeah.
What do you mean, yeah?
But
they're on the verge of losing a receiver over this.
After this season.
Yeah, that's cheap.
If they win the Super Bowl, it doesn't matter.
No, they could care less.
Exactly.
They ain't going to never win it again.
That's their mindset going into this year. Joe Burrow's healthy.
Is that the Cleveland Browns mindset?
I don't know what their mindset is, Tyvis.
If we win just one Super Bowl, it doesn't.
It does pay off the $230 million investment you made into the quarterback.
Correct.
But if right now I were to poll the listening audience, who do you have more faith in winning the Super Bowl out of the state of Ohio, the Browns or the Bengals?
They would pick the Bengals.
Overwhelming towards the Bengals, despite, I think, the Browns having, when healthy, a better roster.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it has a lot to do. Well, both quarterbacks are both coming off of injuries.
Oh, yeah. No, just Watson and Burrow, yeah.
So
that's the same.
I'm just saying, they're both coming off of injuries.
So it's week 0 in college football. A slate of games, only one that really matters. You got number 10 Florida State and Georgia Tech playing in Dublin, Ireland for some reason. Tyvis, I think in 2 years we're going to look at this as week 1, and we'll explain a little bit about that next. It's Sports Saturday on The Fan.
A lot has changed in 30 years, but we're still that old shoe that feels worn in and well-loved. And well, we smell a little, but you've accepted that. The Fan.
Bobby Carpenter here for Germain Toyota. Ready for a new ride? Swing by Germain Toyota, ask for my friend Marcello, and discover unbeatable deals and a wide selection of new and certified pre-owned Toyota vehicles. Visit GermainToyota.net and drive away in style today. Germain Toyota on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road.
My name is Brennan Ward. I'm a football player. It was just an average warm-up. All of a sudden, I felt my knee move out of place, and I fell to the ground. Me and my mom went to orthopedic one. I think I knew I wanted to get surgery just because I wanted to get as healthy as I can for the long run. Orthopedic one got me back on the field doing what I love.
Hey, welcome to IKEA's complete sleep event. Don't miss dreamy offers on sleep essentials.
I've tried counting sheep, but keep losing track.
We've got you. IKEA family members save 15% off your purchase of $300 or more on select sleep comfort items. Plus, we're throwing a pajama party in store on August 31st. Wear your favorite PJs for a free breakfast.
Ooh, we have matching PJs.
Don't wait. Go to IKEA-USA.com/bettersleep or visit your local store today. Offer valid August 7th through September 10th. U.S. only. See store and IKEA-USA.com for full details and eligible items. Restrictions apply.
Meet animals from around the world as you explore the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. Whether you're fascinated by the towering elephant or playful sea lions, we have it all at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. Visit columbuszoo.org to plan your visit today.
Hey, it's Bobby. When it comes to tackling a project as important as your roof, you'll want a company that cares about the product and experience they're going to deliver. At Newman Roofing, you're more than just a number. They believe in 100% customer satisfaction. And for your roofing needs, give them a call at 614-NEW-ROOF or newmanroofing.com.
Common Man and T-Bone here. Visit Hollywood Casino Columbus this summer for exciting live sports action. We got the biggest screens around, and ESPN Bet is live in Ohio.
Plus, Penn Play Rewards members can win up to $500 Penn Cash every week. Visit PennPlaySports.com/cover5 today and register for your chance to play and win.
Not a member? Get the Penn Play app today.
Hollywood Casino Columbus is your live sports headquarters.
Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota, and this month 0% financing is back by popular demand on the 2024 Toyota Tundra for 48 months. But hurry in before they're gone. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com for details. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky with approved credit, tax, title, and $250 doc fee not included. Offer ends August 30th.
Think Toyota. Think Tansky. Think Tansky.
The Fan app is about to become your new best friend. Your one-stop shop for all your favorite fan shows. ESPN Columbus and BetQL. Live or on demand. Listen on your schedule. Download the 97.1 The Fan app today. It's free. Do it.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here. I've been talking about High Bank Whiskey for a while now, and I'm not alone. This just in. High Bank Distillery Co. is the most awarded distillery in America at the 2024 San Francisco World Spirits Competition. This is the largest spirits competition in the world, and High Bank is dominating. And we've got the best. It's right here in town. So the next time you're looking for a pour of the good stuff, stop by your local liquor store to grab a bottle, or stop into their 2 restaurant locations in Gahanna and Grandview. Dine, drink, distill at High Bank.
Oh my
OAR. Live in concert. Summer Tour 24. August 29th at Kimba Live Outdoor. With special guests, Right, and DJ Logic. Buy tickets now at AXS.com and the Penn Station box office. OAR Live, brought to you by Bud Light Seltzer and Promo West Productions.
With Tire Discounter's new TD Chat BS, we can detect deception over the phone. Let's call a typical tire store.
Yellow, cheapo tire where we bolt them on for less.
Yes, I need tires and lubricant for my vehicle.
Great, come on in. We'll slap on some new tires.
And what about the lubricant exchange?
Oh, yeah. We send you over to Ollie's Oil for that. They're right down the road.
Deception. Destination is 5.2 miles away.
Well, I'll be.
Also, 6 out of 10 cars need alignment.
Well, just travel on over to Alignments or Us.
Calculating time for 2 additional trips.
You mean you want to do tires, oil change, and alignment all in one fell swoop?
Oh, I observed that Tire Discounters, the home of free alignment, is close by.
Ugh, Tire Discounters.
And they are experts at oil changes, brakes, shocks, and...
I'm losing you.
Hello? I'm sorry. Your system has crashed.
Don't miss our Savor the Summer sale, now till Labor Day.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We're warming things up today with sunny skies. Temperatures back in the 70s and 80s before lunchtime. After that, we see our highs reaching 89 degrees here in the metro, feeling more like 91 thanks to that extra humidity. I'm meteorologist Madison Wright with your weather impact forecast on The Fan.
Just because it's the weekend doesn't mean we shut up. This is Fan Sports Saturday.
All right, so a couple things here. Dave chimes in and says that the lone touchdown in Upper Arlington's 6-0 loss to Cleveland Glenville last night was a punt return TD.
That hurts.
So there's 4 quarters of no scoring. You give them a punt return touchdown.
I would be, if I was UA, I'd be upset about that. Because that right there tells you how important special teams is. You think it's nothing, but it literally...
Special teams, special plays, special players.
Literally the reason why you won or lost the game.
Tony chimes in on the YouTube chat. Is Tyvis actually as nice as he seems? And I will say to Tony, and I'll say to anybody else, he's the same person on and off the air. The only time his energy dips a little is when he hasn't eaten.
Yeah.
But so we've got 40 minutes until he eats, and then...
Nope, I ate this morning.
You did, so you're not intermittent fasting anymore.
Well, I figured today was such a long day.
Today could be a cheat day. That'll work.
I had to get as much energy in here throughout the day because I got a long day today.
In case you missed it, we got the Sports Saturday Spectacular until 1 o'clock today. Then Buckeye Replay comes your way at 1 o'clock. Timmy Hall and Tyvis Powell will be recanting the 2015 College Football Playoff National Championship, which Tyvis was the defensive MVP in Ohio State's win over Oregon. So they'll go through the 2014 regular season with that. And then you'll hear more Tyvis.
Pregame.
Start the Browns pregame.
8 o'clock, 8 p.m.
The Browns and the Seahawks.
Me and Andy Baskins.
Okay, Ryan Baker chimes in. Glenville batted down a pass in the end zone on the final play of regulation.
Who did? Who you said?
Glenville did.
No,
Ryan Baker.
Like the guy I'm going to see tonight.
Are you going to see Baker tonight?
Yes.
Okay. Is he helping to engineer your connection to Cleveland?
Yes. So, and I've given Ryan Baker all rights that if he catches me dozing, he can slap me right in the face.
Oh, if he does that, like, you got to record it. You need somebody else here with a camera.
If you listening, you can slap. If you look in that room and you see me just kind of nodding off, please slap me.
So what did I say in the beginning segment? Next Friday, you've got Canal Winchester and Hilliard-Davidson will be the fans' high school football game of the week.
Oh, that's a good game.
After that one, so after the fellas get done out in Hilliard, you'll have Ryan Baker and Lee Cochran on high school football overtime. You get scores, news, stats, updates from all over the area in high school football. We're doing that now. Every single Friday night until they crown a state champion, or probably a little bit before that, because it's football season, fans.
I know, isn't it great? I do miss calling some of those high school games, though. It was a good time. It was because I was covering every
Friday.
High school on Friday, Buckeyes on Saturday, Browns on Sunday. So I was hitting every level.
You're a little busier starting Saturdays next week.
Yes.
As you and Mike Hall are taking the Big Ten tailgate on the road.
Yeah.
Do you have your entire season schedule ready? I knew you had the first 5 weeks.
No,
they'll just pick a week of?
Yes.
All right.
They got
That's not hectic or anything.
They don't want to confirm things right now. They got like a soft, like how they think it's going to go, but it's scheduled to change.
I think a lot of things in college football will be TBD for at least the next year. So week 0 is now. You're looking at about 90 minutes until kickoff in Dublin, Ireland between Florida State and Georgia Tech. This thing goes from today until January 20th of 2025. That's when the college football playoff, the expanded 12-team college football playoff, will crown a national champion. And so every single question, I think, Tyvis, is going to be valid in how long should the actual regular season be in terms of games played, conference championship games, when to start the season. Should week 0 be actually week 1? And then do you move week 0 to that second week in August? So when the college football playoff, the first round, is going to have 2 games go right up against NFL games.
And they're going to get destroyed.
And they're going to get crushed in the ratings.
It depends. What are we talking? When you say
Pat Mahomes and C.J. Stroud, the game 1.
No, because
Ravens Steelers game 2. So what I think the CFP is going to do is put group of 5 against at large.
But I'm saying,
and then other 2 at larges that don't really matter.
I'm saying the way that the Times is scheduled for these games. Like, how do you base ratings? Is it like throughout the duration of it, or like how many people just turn to it? Because at the beginning of those games, the NFL isn't on yet, so people are going to start.
They'll have about a half hour, I think it is.
Exactly. So, like, they'll get a lot for that half hour, and then it'll just kind of tail down because
it'll just be a gigantic dip.
I mean, listen, unless the group of 5 team is beating the big team,
I still don't think that
it's going to dip
that's going to move people away from Mahomes Stroud.
That's a good game.
Not at a nationally televised level. So I do think a lot from that weekend is going to tell college football decision makers and the television networks.
I didn't put that game.
We've got to move because the NFL, I think, is making a statement.
That's a good game.
It's really good. Probably.
What's the other game that day?
Ravens Steelers will be the night game.
That's a good one.
So I think that's the NFL, like they did with Christmas, telling everybody, don't try it. Do not try to go up against us. We will vaporize you out of existence.
They did the NBA like that.
I don't know if you saw the Christmas slate of NBA games, but there's some good ones, but it doesn't, to me, didn't strike as anything too ambitious because they knew they'd get slaughtered.
They used to dominate.
That used to be their day, right? You had Cavs Warriors. It would have been 2016 or 17.
2017.
Was an incredible game.
Yeah. They had it as Cavs Warriors for like every Christmas day.
Everybody was tuning in because it was LeBron and Steph. And
then they had Kobe was playing that day. Yeah. Every good player was playing that day. Like all the top names was playing that day.
Yeah, Luka against Ant this year. That'll be fun.
Yeah, but
it's before the NFL game.
It'll be a good game.
I need to know what the NFL game is.
I think it's before the NFL games start too.
It'd be a good idea.
Let me see what
but while you look that up, I say all of it to say that this is going to be a wildly different college football calendar starting this season, and then everybody kind of just figures out what to do at the end. So when we get into late January, early February, you'll have serious conversations had with college football power brokers about what to do with all of this, about what to do with signing date. You still have that December signing period, about what to do with the transfer portal window, because if people will be popping into the portal, while your team's in a college football playoff run, or if your team's in a college football playoff run, and are you acquiring portal people then? That just doesn't make any sense.
I don't think you can do that.
But if okay, this guy's graduating, I need to refill at this position.
You can't do that.
Okay, but
well, then again, yes, you can, because the Texas kid, they just lost the running back, and they just. Signed the kid. Well, signed, but
if someone tries to tell you they know for certain what's going to happen at the end of college football season, they have no idea, because it's going to look radically different, I think, when we come out of 2025.
And the Christmas game. So listen, the NFL, they're a little fair on what they did.
Oh?
It's a little fair.
Okay, what is it?
Now, the games is great. I'm going to just tell you, it's the Chiefs and Steelers, and then it's the Ravens, Texas, so it's great games.
Mm-hmm.
However, they're playing on Netflix.
Okay.
So like that kind of, maybe people don't have Netflix.
Who doesn't have Netflix? Who doesn't have Netflix or have access to Netflix?
People that are trying to save money.
Uh-huh.
There. So yeah.
Okay. Do you know any of these people?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no. But that's not the point. The point is that at least they put it on Netflix. So like
they put it on Netflix because Netflix gave them a gigantic bag of money.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the NFL. So that's just one of, I think, a bunch of different data points that college football decision makers are going to use to move the calendar. So I think probably not 2025, but the 2026 season will be the earlier start. So you look at maybe an August 24th instead of week 0, it's week 1. But that's for another time, because again today noon, Florida State, Georgia Tech. Then you have Montana State and New Mexico at 4:00, 8:00 SMU and Nevada. And then at 11:59, so the boot will meet the ball at midnight in Hawaii, Delaware State, and the Rainbow Warriors of Hawaii.
So everybody's just going to watch the first one.
Yeah, that's it. I think you'll see a little bit of action on SMU, Nevada if you are a betting person.
I don't even know who SMU has.
Well, they are in the ACC now?
Yeah, they're paying
ACC
their way.
represent.
They're paying their way.
Well, they have the boosters that can afford that.
Yeah, I guess so.
The Buckeyes are at the shoe today to prepare for the Roo. You'll hear from Ryan Day next at Sports Saturday on The Fan.
There's nothing Bo Bishop can't do well, except find competent co-hosts. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.
Common Man here for Care Heating and Cooling. Weather is unpredictable, but the inside of your home should be comfortable just the way you like it. And the best way to avoid those unnecessary surprises is with a care plan. See, with a care plan, you get priority service, system maintenance in case of an emergency. Just another way to give you and your family peace of mind. And maintaining your systems properly can help save you money. A properly maintained furnace and air conditioner run more efficiently, reducing your utility usage. Regular maintenance also prevents breakdowns and extends the life of your equipment. I'm on the care plan, and I'm quite the expert. I'll stop by and give your system a once-over. I will. Don't tempt me. I end every commercial the same way, telling you to hire Care when you need a company you can trust. It's not just a slogan. That's the Care creed. How about this? Lennox. They have thousands of dealers nationwide. HVAC royalty. Last year, Lennox gave Care their coveted Partner of the Year award because they're trusted by their customers and their partners. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING or book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com when you need a company you can trust.
We buy any car.
Why sell your car at WeBuyAnyCar.com? Because selling it yourself can be, well, you know.
Okay, I'll give you half now.
And?
No, and just half.
What?
Avoid the hassle. Come to We Buy Any Car instead. Get in, get out, and get paid at a fair price.
Yeah, I can't do half.
I could probably bump it up to like 50%.
Just go.
Okay.
Get your free online valuation now at
WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone here from my friends at Valley Ford of Columbus. Do you have a classic or custom truck or car? Well, good news. You can show it off at Cars and Coffee at Valley Ford of Columbus. There's no entry fee. Just drive in today. Cars and Coffee starts at 10 a.m. only at Valley Ford of Columbus. Today at Valley Ford of Columbus, it's the annual F-150 gathering. So bring yours, custom, classic, or stock, and come hang out with other truck and car fans. Food, fun, and fast trucks and cars. It's open to all at the Valley Ford of Columbus Cars and Coffee today from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Bobby Carpenter once sold workout equipment on QVC Canada. There's no joke here. That actually happened. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekdays starting at 6.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
We're dealing at Reichert Nissan. Hundreds of Nissans in stock, on the ground, and priced to sell fast. Low lease payments on brand new Reichert Nissan Sentras, only $219 a month. Now we're really dealing. With our lowest prices and 72-hour exchange policy, you can't buy the wrong car. Visit the Reichert Mega Mall off 270 and 33 or shop thousands of new and certified used at ReichertNissan.com.
Get the right car at Reichert.
We're dealing.
With approved credit, 2024 Sentra SB FWD 36-month lease with $3,000 due at signing. Offer ends 9/3/24.
Get Eco.
Hey, Aaron. Hey, Jerry. You seem pretty happy this morning. I invented a song. You know songwriters have an actual word for inventing a song. Everything we want people to know about eco. Ready? Can't wait. Get Eco. G-E-T-E-C-O. Get Eco. They can really go. Get Eco. For your Cinco. Fixin' a Blinko. You'll think-o. Hooray. Get Eco. G-E-T-E-C-O. Get Eco. You'll be cool like snow. Get Eco. Like a nice Ringo. Puerto Rico. Get Eco today. What do you think? You know we don't serve Puerto Rico, right? I do know that. I mean, the drive alone from Ohio is like, geez. Way too far. But you ran out of rhymes for eco? You gotta admit, the rest is pretty catchy. Oh, it's earworming already.
Get Eco.
As is that thing.
When there's a United Dairy Farmers nearby, fan favorites are too. Score a set of 6 Cincinnati Reds player cups for $19.99. Ellie, Green, India, Steer, Diaz, and McLean cups only at UDF while supplies last.
This is the White Castle Call of the Crave, and it's telling you to come in now for 10 cheese sliders for just $7.99. 10 cheese sliders for just $7.99. Boom! White Castle. Follow your crave. Limited time only, tax not included.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here from my friends at High Bank Distillery Co., located right here in Columbus, the home of the best blended whiskey in America. Support local and grab a bottle at your local liquor store right now. But they don't just make whiskey. Introducing their newest product, 614 Vodka, Ohio's house vodka. High Bank teamed up with 614 to launch your new favorite go-to, 614 Vodka. Perfect to make a drink at home or try when you're out at your favorite local restaurant. There's no taste like home with 614 Vodka. Learn more at 614vodka.com.
Instead of annoying national people talking to you this weekend, we've opted for annoying local people. This is Fan Sports Saturday.
Donovan Jackson, our guest. When I say to you, fear the Roo, what goes through your head?
Fear the Roo.
Fear the Roo. Anything?
Like the Roo you put in gumbo?
Well, no. So Akron are the Zips.
And
their mascot's a kangaroo. And this was maybe 10 years ago. They did a campaign, Fear the Roo.
Okay.
They tried to make a feisty kangaroo.
Okay.
Not the most creative thing in the world. I agree with you.
That was no diss university. I'm just very hungry. It's after practice.
It was Donovan Jackson kind enough to
it gets me every time.
humor me and my stupidity.
Gets me every time.
As every time I think about Akron, I see that marketing campaign they did where they made shirts with a feisty kangaroo saying Fear the Roo.
Yeah.
And I wondered, do any of these guys have any reference to Akron, to the Zips? Like are they thinking about this at all? Probably not.
It's the fact that he was so
confused.
Like, what is Fear the Roo? Yeah, that's I wish you think they still make them shirts?
Probably not.
I would buy one just to
Would
laugh.
you buy one?
Just to laugh at it.
I wonder if you can get a secondhand. Maybe someone's got them on eBay. But Ohio,
they be telling $50 and stuff like that. I ain't doing
the collector's item. Collectors for who? That's a good question. I do know Ohio State's a 50.5-point favorite next week against the Akron Zips. 50.5.
You like that?
I'm not going to touch that.
Would you take the over?
No, I think I'd take the under if I was a betting person. I am not.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I can't take it because of my job. I think I'd take the under because it's a game one.
Game one of the season.
So like it's
game one, week one.
It's new coach. It's a new coach, new play style, new players, new quarterback, new conference. I would take the under. Because I know people are like, oh, they got to win by 50 and then I'll feel good. If they won 42-0, you'd still feel good.
You still feel good.
Yeah, so.
I don't necessarily care personally about the margin. I care if Devin Brown or if Julian Sain are able to get in the second half and run a meaningful complement of Ohio State's offense. These first 3 games for the Buckeyes are going to be essential for making sure your depth can handle a Ryan Day, Chip Kelly playbook. Everything in that playbook. This, for me, because you don't need style points anymore. No. So you don't need to beat a team by 50.
Yes.
You can win, 34-10.
You just need to win.
You just need to win the games.
But that's the thing, though. That's what I think it was Ross Bjork that came out and said today. I think I was with you when we was doing that interview.
We were out at Ohio State's camp.
Where he was talking about they got to figure out if the strength of schedule actually matters.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, like that. Okay, so Ohio State, if they're 12-0, if they played a cupcake schedule for 12 games,
doesn't matter.
They still be the number 1 seed?
Yeah. They're Ohio State. An undefeated Ohio State is, in most years, a number 1 seed if they're unbeaten Big Ten champs. Doesn't matter who they play week 1. Doesn't matter who they play in week 11. Ohio State beats Michigan, goes to the Big Ten championship, beats a top 15 team in the Big Ten championship, is unblemished in their record. Yeah.
Well,
wouldn't matter if they played Akron week 1. Wouldn't matter if they played Texas week 1.
Well, that's not good then, because then if that's the case, then
it stinks for the fans because
TV contracts companies is going to be upset because people going to schedule week opponent. Now, granted, it's 10 years in advance when they schedule these things, but still.
Well, Ohio State is opening against Texas next season, so it's Texas. I think the home and home is scheduled for the Buckeyes. Now, it is TBD, much like everything in the sport that we love. It's Texas and then Georgia, then Alabama, I want to say, or the home and home scheduled. It's flipped. So it's Texas, Alabama, then Georgia, home and homes to like 2031. So those are your non-conference games, plus a conference that you would hope has some teams that start to
up against Texas next year?
So
Arch Manning's
first Texas start, likely.
Julian Sain / Devin Brown /
you don't need to slash.
Aaron Nolan / Lincoln
Keenholz. We don't need to be doing this.
Just saying.
You don't have to do anything.
I'm just saying.
You didn't have to say it. All you needed to do was say Arch Manning's likely first start for Texas will be against Ohio State. In the shoe.
Slash.
No, stop. Stop slashing. We don't need to be doing this.
I mean,
Well, you think Arch Manning, because Malik Murphy, who was Texas' backup last season,
he's gone.
He won 2 games. He just got named the starter at Duke.
Good for him.
So
I don't know how he feels about being a Dookie.
Well, He feels probably good about being a starting quarterback in college football.
Well, you got a point there.
So I think that's what everybody wants to do. And in a transfer portal era, you kind of take what you can get at this point. If you're not a 5-star prospect, if you're not the last name of Manning, if you're not the best prospect in a given class, it's I'm going to go where I can get my reps. I'm going to go where I can get developed into an NFL quarterback because that's what matters to most of these guys at the end of the day.
Didn't Arch Manning have like an unbelievable spring game?
I think he was really good in it, yeah. But it's a spring game, so I take that with the largest grain of salt.
I agree, but still, you got to see the success.
Because,
if he's not good, it would be a shame. I mean,
it would be a shock, I think, if he's not good.
Like, you should know the game better than the coaches.
You would think.
Yeah.
We'll see. But I think Quinn Ewers is the rightful. I think Quinn Ewers is going to light the SEC on fire. Like, I like Texas to win that conference. Like, this is even with their running back injuries. I think defensively, and I think they've got a quarterback.
See, that's the thing.
What's that?
Like, first of all, he should be in the Heisman talk if that's the case.
Quinn Ewers?
Yeah,
I think he will be.
He should because they
lost the odds now.
Think about it. They lost both of their receivers and the tight end, and now they down to a transferred portal guy that they just picked up 2 days ago as a running back. So all they really got, the most consistent thing is the quarterback. I know they got Isaiah Bond now, but still, if they win a lot of games and look dominant, it's because Quinn is that good, and he should have a Heisman campaign just off that.
Yeah, Quinn Ewers has the third best odds.
Okay.
Ahead of Ohio State's Will Howard and Tennessee's Nico Iamaleava. Oh, Jalen Milroe is at plus 1,400 as well on the FanDuel Sportsbook.
So who's second?
Carson Beck of Georgia. Dylan Gabriel at Oregon has your best odds right now.
I really believe in this kid.
I think because I think to your Texas point is similar about Oregon. They're going to have talent every single year. They might not have the names, but they've got a solid starter at quarterback. And in college football, you can go a long way with a solid starter at quarterback, and he can elevate the talent around him.
What was Oklahoma's record last year, 10-2?
I believe so. I don't have it in front of me.
They lost.
He was really good at Oklahoma last season.
And they lost to Texas, right?
I think they won the Red River Can't Call It a Shootout anymore.
Really?
They did. I believe so. I'd have to look it up. Let me do that now. But for Will Howard, the starting quarterback of the Ohio State University, I think it was, we hadn't had the chance to discuss this, but I think it was really good that Ryan Day did that 15 days out of their game against Akron.
Yeah, I think he learned from last year. I mean, you keep dragging it along.
It makes a lot of people uneasy.
It does. It's just everything flows better when you know who the guy is. Like, forget hurting feelings and all of those things. Like, just put the guy, know who the guy is so he can build that chemistry. He can start feeling confident about himself. He don't have to worry about looking over his shoulder like, oh, I can't have a good day today because if I don't, now I might not be the starter. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, we playing major college football here. Let's, keep the main thing, and that's winning this game against Akron, and let's get everybody prepared to do so. The last thing you got to figure out now is the right guard situation, because now you got two people at right guard that's like, I got to have a good day because if I don't, I'm not going to be the starter. Like that. And now you messing up chemistry because it's like Seth and whoever and Josh Fryer need to have communication with this guy that's going to be between them so they can be on the same page. They can work with each other. So when game time comes around, they know how to play off of each other like that. And you keep mixing the bodies in, it's making it hard.
It feels like Tegra Shabola is the guy at right guard, but it also feels like the guys they have behind are just as good. And that's what you need with what would be, if they climb this mountain, Tyvis, it's 17 games. You win the if you're playing in the national championship on January 20th of 2025, that's your likely 17th game if you make the Big Ten championship game as well.
Welcome to
so
the
you
NFL.
need that depth, right? Like you're going to need guys behind Tegra Shabola on that right guard spot. You're going to need guys behind Seth McLaughlin at that center spot. And you're going to need guys that not only can play the position that on the depth chart says they are, but can be, interchangeable. Say if at left guard you're in need.
Yeah.
So the versatility at multiple spots, the depth and the versatility are going to be paramount for this Ohio State offensive line that I don't, Ryan Day even said it needs to be better than it was last season.
Well, the good news is that the good and bad news. The bad news is they dealt with an illness. The good news is a lot of guys got a ton of reps that they probably wouldn't have gotten.
Playing, yep.
So it should have built you depth on that offensive line.
We'll see. We will all see. And again, fortunately for us, we've got 7 days till Ohio State and Akron. Will it tell us a lot? Probably not, but it'll be nice to have Buckeye football back in our lives. For reference, Oklahoma did beat Texas last year in the Red River again. Can't call it a shootout because it's naughty. 34-30 last year, and they did lose to Kansas and Oklahoma State, the Sooners did. And then they lost to Arizona.
They lost to who?
Kansas and Oklahoma State. Kansas.
Like
at the time was unranked.
Timmy's Jayhawks?
Tim Hall's Kansas Jayhawks.
Wow.
And then the Mike Gundy-led Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's just kind of a standard Oklahoma season where you've got a lot of expectation and you lose a game you shouldn't, and you lose another game that you shouldn't.
And they extended Brent Venables this year.
This is it for him, I think. He doesn't do it this year.
They just extended him, I think.
I understand that, but
they still going to pay.
Heat on the seat.
You think they going to pay him? They just paid him and they going to fire him?
Not fire, but I think the heat starts to get real hot.
It's the
in Norman.
SEC. Ain't nobody expecting
if they go in year one and fall flat on their face. Like I do expect them to be middle of the conference for Oklahoma.
So like 8 wins, 9 wins.
That's fine. That I think for the Sooners would be good, but they go like 4 or 5 wins.
That's fall flat knowing you.
That's what I'm saying. That would be
you might need to go back to
what
the
it
Big
would
12.
happen for Brent Venables or for people in Norman to be like, we extended this guy for what?
It's possible.
Not my money again. Not my problem.
I'll look up their schedule in the break.
Speaking of the SEC, Alabama, king of the conference right now. Miami, different Miami, is really mad at the Crimson Tide. We'll explain next. It's Sports Saturday on The Fan.
We have so many local shows, I can't fit them in a 10-second promo. So let's just say we're live and local all damn day. The Fan.
Bobby Carpenter here for Germain Toyota. Ready for a new ride? Swing by Germain Toyota, ask for my friend Marcello, and discover unbeatable deals and a wide selection of new and certified pre-owned Toyota vehicles. Visit GermainToyota.net and drive away in style today. Germain Toyota on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road.
Next.
The last thing you want to do is take another trip to the doctor's office.
And sign here and here and here.
Save yourself the hassle by visiting VeriHeal.com to talk to a state-licensed medical provider about medical cannabis. You'll see if you pre-qualify in just a few minutes. Simple as that. That'll make your day go from this to this. Visit VeriHeal.com. VeriHeal. VeriHeal.com.
Meet animals from around the world as you explore the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. Whether you're fascinated by the towering elephant or playful sea lions, we have it all at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. Visit columbuszoo.org to plan your visit today.
Your local Rite Aid might be closing, but don't worry. It's easy to transfer your prescriptions with GoodRx. First, check prices at GoodRx.com or on our app. Then show your coupon to the pharmacist. It's that simple. GoodRx can save you up to 80% on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, GoodRx is free, and it works whether you have insurance or not. Download the app or visit GoodRx.com today. GoodRx is not insurance but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Tire Discounters announces our latest breakthrough, TD Chat BS. This software allows us to detect untruths, deceptions, and even outright lies. Let's listen in as we call a local car dealer.
Hi, I drive your model of auto or truck. I need servicing.
Oh, that's great. You should always call the dealer for service to make sure your warranty stays intact.
Untruth.
Excuse me?
I can attend at Tire Discounters for all services, even for all manufacturers' scheduled maintenance. Warranty not affected.
But it's only us dealers who really know our own models.
Deception. Tire Discounters ASE technicians are certified experts for all makes and models.
Okay, maybe.
How many dollars do you charge me for? As few as Tire Discounters?
We are not that much more.
Outright lie. Ending call now. Bye. Adios. Aloha. Hasta la pasta.
Don't miss our Savor the Summer sale, now till Labor Day.
Remember the Cotton Bowl back in December and how you wanted to die? The Buckeyes are back, baby, and hopefully much better than the Cotton Bowl. The most anticipated season in history is here. We're your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan.
We buy any car. Why sell your car at WeBuyAnyCar.com? Because when you trade in, you're dealing with a dealer. And sure, they're interested in a good deal. For them, not for you. Come to WeBuyAnyCar.com instead. All we do is buy cars. You get in, get out, and get paid at a fair price. So don't take chances with a trade-in. Go to WeBuyAnyCar.com for a free online valuation.
Find out how much your car's worth at WeBuyAnyCar.
The delicious ice-cold taste of Dr. Pepper has a lasting effect on people. Lindsay from Sacramento said,
Pro tip, 40 degrees is the perfect temperature for an ice-cold Dr. Pepper.
why is 40 degrees the perfect temperature for Dr. Pepper? We brought in Sue from Duluth, Minnesota to tell us.
Oh, yeah, I know a thing or two about cold. Oh, that right there is the perfect kind of ice cold for Dr. Pepper. I'd share that with my friend Nancy. She likes Dr. Pepper, too, you know. My coldest...
All right, that'll be all, Sue. Having a perfect temperature for your Dr. Pepper? It's a Pepper thing. Inspired by real fan posts.
There's a place where mishaps don't mean missing out. Welcome to AAA's The Plus Side, where a AAA Plus membership means that an empty gas tank won't keep you from a full day, where a flat tire doesn't have to deflate your mood, where being locked out doesn't mean you'll be out of luck for long, and where a dead battery can't stop you from being the life of the party.
Looks like you're all set here. Have a good rest of the day.
Because on the plus side, roadside mishaps don't have to ruin your day. With AAA Plus, you're covered with the gold standard in roadside assistance, whenever and wherever you need it. Tire changes, battery swaps, and emergency fuel are just a tap, click, or call away. AAA gets to you faster, and if you need a tow, we'll take you further, anywhere within 100 miles. Become a AAA Plus member today and experience the peace of mind that comes when you live on the plus side. Towing is subject to a 7-day waiting period. Terms and conditions apply. Service is only available from AAA and CAA in North America.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Federal Elite Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Sports talk, weekend style. You're listening to Fan Sports Saturday.
Yes, you are. Eric Reeser, Tyvis Powell, Jacob Reimer, as we're watching College Game Day live from Dublin, Ireland, a little over an hour out from Florida State and Georgia Tech. I've seen the graphic at the bottom of the screen. DJ Uyunglele and Marvin Jones Jr., 2 of 17 incoming transfers for the Seminoles this season. That's where we are. That's what college football is. It's for Ohio State. When you look at the 2 deep for the Buckeyes, you're going to see a lot of transfers. The quarterback for Ohio State, a transfer quarterback. Probably the second string quarterback for Ohio State, a transfer quarterback.
Marvin Jones Jr. was a wide receiver that played for the Lions for a lot of years.
Well, now he plays for Florida State. How did that happen?
I don't know.
Reverse eligibility.
That's kind of wild to see that. That's why I said Marvin Jones Jr. Didn't he play for the Lions?
But portal people are popping all over the place because this is the 3rd team for DJU. 2nd time he's back in the ACC. Playing against a team he probably knows pretty well, or playing for a team he probably knows pretty well, against a team he probably knows pretty well. In Georgia Tech, the opponent, Florida State, his new team. And with this, you know that there are coaches who don't love it. There are coaches in lower levels of play that aren't thrilled with having their best players. I think of the 2 defensive linemen from Western Michigan who were studs, and they went to Florida State, and they were studs. And I think both of them
went to
in
Florida
the
State?
NFL. Yeah. They said, we're going, because their play on the field in the Mid-American Conference told a Florida State coach, we got to get them out of the transfer portal. But that's copy and paste everywhere all over the country.
I mean, you know what, though? Hold on, wait a minute, because it's 2 ways. As a coach, as a real coach, you should be happy for them. Well, shouldn't you? Like, I get that.
I would think so.
I'll get that, yes, you want them to stay on your team and help your team, great. But if you know that they are better than the Mid-American Conference and they can get a chance to help reach their dreams and get better tape and stuff against an SEC school and they dominate, you should be happy for them.
I would think. Braden Fisk was one of them. The Rams just picked him with a 39th overall selection. But yeah, he was a Western Michigan Bronco, went to Florida State.
And if I'm a Mid-American Conference coach, I would say, this is why I got to coach well to get up out of here so I don't have to worry about these things.
Well, it doesn't look like Chuck Martin's going to be going anywhere. He's the head coach of the Miami Redhawks. Very successful season in Oxford last year for him. They had their kicker, Graham Nicholson, transfer to Alabama in the offseason. Nicholson was 27 of 28 in field goals last season, missed only 1 extra point attempt. He was the first Lou Groza Award winner from the Mid-American Conference. So if you're a team like an Alabama who just lost their kicker, I think he was drafted, or he might have been picked up by the Atlanta Falcons.
Who?
The name's escaping me, but he was talented enough to play in the National Football League. So for Alabama, you need a kicker. Well, let's go get the best kicker in the country, right? Let's go get him because he's in Oxford playing in the Mid-American Conference, and we can bring him to the SEC, to your point, put him on a bigger stage.
But that's different, though. Like, kicking, I mean, I guess.
You need a kicker. Will Reichert was the kicker for Alabama.
I guess. No, I'm saying, like, I feel like a kicker, whether you're in the Mid-American Conference or wherever, like, they just want to know, can you make the kick? Like, I don't think that what conference you in makes a difference.
No, but if you're in the Mid-American Conference and a coach from the SEC comes calling, right?
Yes.
You want to elevate your platform.
Yes.
I say all this to say, Chuck Martin, big mad at Alabama. Here was him earlier this week talking to Miami Athletics media.
All right, special teams, lost your kicker. Carter McLaughlin.
We didn't lose him. He's at Alabama. We know exactly.
I understand.
We know
that.
exactly where he's at. Like you media people, it's all pretend. Like, no, Alabama stole our kicker.
Yes,
they illegally recruited our. They illegally recruited our kicker and stole him from us, and like that's a fact. But that's but we act like it's not. We live in this la world. Like, hey, let's not talk. I don't know why everybody knows what's going on. So, yeah, Alabama stole our kicker. A couple other schools tried to steal it, but then okay, what's the question?
He entered the transfer portal.
They stole our kicker.
We're gonna
yeah. That's why, like I say, it's maybe they do need to branch off into their own thing. But you got to understand, kids are going to want. It's not like kids grew up and said they want to be in the MAC. Like
no.
Like they want to play on the big stage.
Right.
They want a chance to win a championship. They want a chance to kick in the national championship game, you know.
Not doing that at Miami.
No. So, like, you got to just understand.
There are a couple of times where I think Martin in his tirade wants to say, but that's where we are. But he's mad. And not to say he shouldn't be mad about this.
No, I get why he's upset.
I understand, but this is college football, sir. Now, the different conversation to be had of what the group of 5 schools should do. Kalen DeBoer, in his first season at Alabama, has a lot on his plate. And getting you need a kicker, right? Because you feel if you don't have a guy. Because, right, margins, scoring margins, Ohio State fans know this. The margins in the biggest games sometimes matter the most.
Yeah.
So for Kalen, he was asked about Chuck Martin's comments at Crimson Tide practice. I think this was from Thursday.
I don't know anything about that, I guess, that comment. Yeah, I mean, he entered the portal and we reached out to him. So that's how it goes, right? So we did everything the way you're supposed to.
Can't call it stealing if it's legal. Right?
Do you think they illegally recruited him?
Probably. He probably got text messages and phone calls.
Like, I wonder how a kid knows, like, all right, I should leave. Like, somebody had to tell him, like, I talked to somebody, right?
I would absolutely believe
like,
that.
The kid would be thinking to himself, like, okay, I'm coming back for another year. Like, how would you know? Like, if I was at Ohio State, how would I know, like, all right, first of all, I ain't leaving Ohio State, but if I was and I wanted to go to like an Alabama, how do I know that if I get in the portal, Alabama's going to want me?
So the Vikings drafted Will Reichert in the 6th round this past season. So, and my guess, just guessing, during at some point in the recruitment of Graham Nicholson, he met somebody that's connected to Kalen DeBoer, or somebody connected with the Washington program, let's say. Mm-hmm. And because it's all about relationships.
Yeah.
And during his season last year for the Redhawks, as he's, constantly making kicks in big games for Miami, that relationship that he built years ago probably came to him and said, hey, Alabama's going to be looking for a kicker, regardless of who the coach was at the time, because it was probably still Nick Saban. Would you be interested? We'll see what we can do for you in name, image, and likeness, too. I mean, and that conversation is probably, you can copy and paste it to any player worth their weight in the Mid-American Conference, or in any of the group of 5s, or even in any of the, the depth charts. You got a second string guy.
See, that's
probably having conversation with somebody who knows somebody about something.
Is that legal?
No. But we'd be silly to sit here and say that that's not the case.
See, that's
I teased Ryan Day. Maybe we'll pay off on that. But also, why do the Browns make it so difficult to root for the Browns? That's next. Sports Saturday on The Fan.
If you haven't thought about Buckeye football today, I'm sorry to tell you that you're dead. Our condolences. Your home of the Buckeyes. The Fan. Get an Eco.
Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Jerry, you seem pretty happy this morning.
I invented a song.
You know songwriters have an actual word for inventing a song.
Everything we want people to know about eco. Ready?
Can't wait.
Get eco. G-E-T-E-C-O. Get eco. They can really go. Get eco. For your Cinco. Fix and a Blinko. You'll thinko. Hooray. Get eco. G-E-T-E-C-O. Get eco. You'll be cool like snow. Get eco. Like a nice Rico. Puerto Rico. Get eco today. What do you think?
You know we don't serve Puerto Rico, right?
I do know that.
I mean, the drive alone from Ohio is like, geez.
Way too far.
But you ran out of rhymes for eco?
You gotta admit, the rest is pretty catchy.
Oh, it's earworming already.
Get eco.
E-C-O. As is that thing.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone here from my friends at Valley Ford of Columbus. Do you have a classic or custom truck or car? Well, good news. You can show it off at Cars and Coffee at Valley Ford of Columbus. There's no entry fee. Just drive in today. Cars and Coffee starts at 10 a.m. only at Valley Ford of Columbus. Today at Valley Ford of Columbus, it's the annual F-150 gathering. So bring yours, custom, classic, or stock, and come hang out with other truck and car fans. Food, fun, and fast trucks and cars. It's open to all at the Valley Ford of Columbus Cars and Coffee today from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here. I've been talking about High Bank whiskey for a while now, and I'm not alone. This just in. High Bank Distillery Co. is the most awarded distillery in America at the 2024 San Francisco World Spirits Competition. This is the largest spirits competition in the world, and High Bank is dominating. And we've got the best. It's right here in town. So the next time you're looking for a pour of the good stuff, stop by your local liquor store to grab a bottle, or stop into their 2 restaurant locations in Gahanna and Grandview. Dine, drink, distill at High Bank.
Common Man and T-Bone here. Visit Hollywood Casino Columbus this summer for exciting live sports action. We got the biggest screens around, and ESPN Bet is live in Ohio.
Plus, Penn Play Rewards members can win up to $500 Penn Cash every week. Visit PennPlaySports.com/cover5 today and register for your chance to play and win.
Not a member? Get the Penn Play app today.
Hollywood Casino Columbus is your live sports headquarters.
Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Bobby Carpenter here for Germain Toyota. Ready for a new ride? Swing by Germain Toyota, ask for my friend Marcello, and discover unbeatable deals and a wide selection of new and certified pre-owned Toyota vehicles. Visit GermainToyota.net and drive away in style today. Germain Toyota on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road.
Pop quiz. What's the best way to go back to school? With Giant Eagle and Market District, of course. From lunchbox favorites to fun after-school snacks. Shop deals for school days and save on thousands of items throughout the store. Visit your local Giant Eagle or Market District today.
Your local Rite Aid might be closing, but don't worry. It's easy to transfer your prescriptions with GoodRx. First, check prices at GoodRx.com or on our app. Then show your coupon to the pharmacist. It's that simple. GoodRx can save you up to 80% on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, GoodRx is free, and it works whether you have insurance or not. Download the app or visit GoodRx.com today. GoodRx is not insurance but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
And I'm Jacob Reimer. College football is officially here with Week 0. There are 4 games on the schedule for today, headlined by number 10 Florida State taking on Georgia Tech across the pond in Dublin, Ireland. Kickoff is here at noon. Ohio State fans, we are just 1 week away from the Buckeyes kicking off their season against Akron in the Horseshoe. The Cleveland Guardians have lost 6 of their last 7 after dropping their series openers with the Texas Rangers last night, 5-3. They go again tonight at 7:10 with Ben Lively taking the mound for the Guardians. As for Cincinnati, they lost their second game in a row to the Pirates last night after leading 5-0. Julian Aguilar will get the start for the Redlegs tonight, and they get things going in Pittsburgh at 6:40. And the Cleveland Browns have their preseason finale tonight in Seattle. Quarterback Deshaun Watson's status for tonight is still uncertain due to arm soreness. Kickoff is here at 10 o'clock tonight with coverage beginning here on The Fan at 8 o'clock. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
During weekend programming, pants are optional.
Look at my butt!
However, leather chairs may have been a bad choice. You're listening to Fan Sports Saturday.
Why is his arm sore?
He threw.
What? From what?
He threw 15.
He is sore from
16,
training camp?
15 out of 16 practices. They gave him a day of rest. rested.
Browns Seahawks tonight at 10 o'clock, as you heard Jacob Reimer in the update. Deshaun Watson's status, questionable. It's shrug emoji at this point for anything Watson does. Tyvis Powell will be on the pregame and the postgame on the Cleveland Browns radio network. And the Cleveland Browns radio network can be found right on these very airwaves. Tonight, 10 o'clock, the Boot will meet the ball in Seattle for that. Did the Browns make somebody angry in the league to where the NFL said, yeah, you're going to Seattle for your final game? Because I think I saw Cincinnati wrap the preseason Thursday night hosting the Indianapolis Colts. Like, the Bengals didn't go out anywhere out of, like, the tri-state area.
Yeah, I don't know.
What the heck? Why aren't the Browns, and I say we, Tyvis and I are Browns fans, why aren't they playing Detroit for that dumb barge trophy?
Well, I think that what they did was they looked at who each team was playing and then was like, well, you're going to be on the West Coast, so that's technically 7 o'clock out there. So we got to have somebody fill the 10 p.m. slot. Since you're going to be playing a West Coast game, we'll just make you do it because it's 7 o'clock.
I absolutely hate that.
A 10 o'clock kickoff for NFL, though, even if it's preseason,
it's brutal.
Is crazy.
And the preseason is already unserious enough.
Yeah.
Like, they don't need to have all of these. Like, I think they should always do the Hall of Fame game. I think all the pomp and circumstance surrounding that is wonderful, obviously, with it being in Ohio, but they just treat it so unseriously.
The NFL team.
The NFL teams.
Yeah.
The NFL in general.
You're giving them an extra game. Why would we?
The Bears are 4-0 in the preseason.
Ooh.
Does that matter more than the Bengals being 0-3?
No.
Because the Browns were 4-0 in 2016 preseason, and then didn't win a single game until the next preseason.
So there you go. Yeah.
What does this mean? What does it mean? What does it matter? I don't know. I do know for Deshaun, he hasn't played in a long time. So for me, I would think it would behoove him. It would behoove Kevin Stefanski. It would behoove the rest of the offense to see him make throws, throw guys open, throw through tight windows, escape pressure.
Yes.
But do all of the things you need to do before you've got 14 days off between the preseason finale tonight and then the September 8th primetime nationally televised game against the Dallas Cowboys.
I don't want them to get cocky. That's the thing. I think that they think that because, first of all, I think he's playing tonight. I know a lot of people. I know what the thing. I think he's playing.
Good.
If I was him and I was back when I was banging, I would want to play in a game.
You would think.
Because I need to play
also, that's gimmick infringement.
What?
You're not. This isn't the afternoon show, sir. We can't just be using phrases from other programs.
Back when I was banging?
It's not. Were you allowed to use that phrase?
Yes.
Okay. Well, there you go. No gimmicks have been infringed upon then.
Yes.
Someone to be coming back at us. Using phrases on that Saturday show.
Anyways.
Sorry.
Anyways, when I was playing, I would want to play in a real game because I want to get my body used to game day because it's different. Going to practice and then playing in a game is totally different. Your adrenaline is rushing, your heart is pumping, you can exhaust energy real fast in warm-ups because you're so eager to get to the game. I think you need to get that out now so when you go to Dallas, you've already done it. You can save some energy for the game. You're not like, this is my first time out here. I'm ready to go. I'm fired up like that. You need to be able to simmer. You got to simmer.
They have 14 days to simmer.
Exactly. So
I agree with you. Everything you were saying, like most of the things is correct.
Yeah, I personally think he should play, and I think he will play.
Okay, good.
I just don't want them to have a cocky mindset to where they're like, well, we had the number one defense last year, and he's making these plays in practice. If he could do it on this defense, then he should be good against Dallas. Like I don't want that to be the case. I'm not saying that that's what they are doing. I'm just saying, I'm just giving you an avenue. If they thought like that, that would be wrong thinking because game speed and practice speed is different. I know everybody says you're supposed to practice as hard as you can, but the problem is it's hard to get 22 people to practice as hard as they possibly can, especially when you're against your own teammate and you're trying to make sure that you getting good, but you're not trying to hurt this guy because we need him and stuff like that. So it's just a different speed. And I think he needs to feel that speed with his now coming off of his shoulder injury, needs to get himself used to throwing throws. I'm not saying he should go out there and throw for 250 yards and play for 3 quarters. Like, no, I think he should play for a quarter, maybe 2 or 3 series, whatever you want to, whatever comes first. And that's it. I just need him to go through it again so he's good to go for Dallas. I don't want Dallas to be his first experience since Baltimore last year. Like you talking.
Running for his life from Micah Parsons because they don't have a left tackle.
What was that, in October, November? So you roughly, that's roughly 10 months. He ain't played in 10 months, something like that. Like that's a long time.
Are Jack Conklin and or Jed Wills going to be playing week 1?
I don't know.
What's happening with that? Because Conklin did post on Instagram that he was back. there was a hashtag on a post.
Well, he also
said that
he was out at practice for the first time, I think.
This past week.
Yes.
That's good.
But I don't think he was practicing.
Right, no, he was not.
Yeah. He was just like out there.
All right.
So, yeah. And they said they saw him taking like kick slides from the left side and the right side. So I think he probably be their swing tackle. But it's sad that we got to a point. Everybody has criticized Jed Will for 5 years. And we get to a point where we're like, we need Jed Wills out there. Ain't that crazy? So, yeah, they got to figure something out. I think that there'll be a heavy dose of the tight end chipping on that side, no matter who it is. Because even if you put Jed out there, he hasn't played the game in 10 months.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I thought about this yesterday because the Bengals, being done with their preseason on Friday, started doing roster cuts, and they waived Jackson Carman. Mm-hmm. That name's familiar to you. He was a Cincinnati kid, played at Clemson. I think, was he committed to Ohio State at one point, and then he flipped to the Tigers?
I think that might be right.
So he was drafted in the second round back in 2021. I was like, he's had some NFL experience. Mm-hmm. Would that be a consideration for Cleveland, knowing they're just lacking with bodies right now?
When did he get waived?
Friday. So obviously it wouldn't be anything. Yes, yesterday. Thank you. Sorry.
So he would get claimed today. So if they put a claim in for him, we'll know by 4 p.m.
And they can't. It'd be so silly to do it and have him fly out to Seattle now.
Well, no, he's not playing it.
But in the week leading up to,
he would.
In the week between,
if they've claimed him, if he got waived and they claimed him, he's making the 53. That would be a fact. Yeah, that's just happening because if you cut, you can't. What, you gonna pick him up, cut him on Tuesday?
I'm knocking on anything I can. The Browns can go unscathed through a preseason game with the offensive line.
Yeah, well, we'll see. It's like I said, Jermaine Ifedi is out there playing for a roster spot.
Yeah,
so he probably gonna play for at least 2 or 3 quarters.
We will see, and you will hear tonight starting at 8:00. The Boot will meet the ball in Seattle at 10 p.m. Again, it teased some Ryan Day. So the Buckeyes are at the Shoe today doing probably their most mock scrimmage before next Saturday's opener against Akron. I would venture a guess that what they're doing today will be tougher for them than next week against the Zips, as Ohio State is a 50.5-point favorite.
Can you stop with that?
I want to see, and who was it? Todd. I want to give Todd the proper credit, chimes in on the YouTube chat. There's absolutely 100% no reason not to play third stringers and save the bodies for later on in the season. For me, against Akron, if I'm Ohio State, I'm looking at it as a success. 1, you win. 2, you don't lose anybody to injury. 3, you're able to get your second and third teamers adequate reps with the full complement of your offense and your defense. That's the win.
That better happen.
Yeah, I think so.
That's like a standard. That's not like we're not asking. That's just what better happen.
What if it doesn't?
Well, then
hold on to that. We'll answer it next. It's Sports Saturday on The Fan.
Wake up with The Fan. Eat lunch with The Fan. Go to bed with The Fan. Dream about The Fan. Then change your sheets. Gross.
Ew, you guys are gross, but stick around in case I don't find anyone else.
The Fan.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota, and this month 0% financing is back by popular demand on the 2024 Toyota Tundra for 48 months. But hurry in before they're gone. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com for details. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky with approved credit, tax title, and $250 doc fee not included. Offer ends August 30th.
Think Toyota. Think Tansky. Think Tansky.
Moolah, greenbacks dough, Skrilla chips, bread and mo. 2, 5, 10, and 20, 30 big ones, games aplenty. Cheddar, butter, lewd and scratch, find the letters, make the match, cause there's many words for cash, no doubt, many ways to play cash word. Check 'em out. Cash word from Ohio Lottery. It's game time, yo. Cash word, it's fun to go with millions in prizes, don't you know?
Lottery players are subject to Ohio law and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Let's get something straight. I'm not here to convince you to use cannabis or to try cannabis. I'm here to tell you that since medical cannabis is legal in this state, Veriheal can help you get your medical cannabis card with no hassle if you qualify. Just go to Veriheal.com, meet with a state-licensed medical doctor online, and if approved, get your card. There's no fee if you don't qualify, so check it out today. Veriheal. Veriheal.com.
At AAA, it's our policy to look on the plus side, and AAA Plus members tend to take the same view. Take Martin. Last Monday, his coffee surprised him with an extra 10 degrees of Fahrenheit. It was just the jolt of energy he needed. Later, when he walked into a door, he was happy to provide entertainment for his coworkers.
I'm okay.
And when his car battery took early retirement, he knew expert roadside assistance was only a call away.
Hello, AAA.
Become a AAA Plus member and experience peace of mind on the plus side. Towing is subject to a 7-day waiting period. Terms and conditions apply.
Bobby Carpenter here for Germain Toyota. Ready for a new ride? Swing by Germain Toyota, ask for my friend Marcello, and discover unbeatable deals and a wide selection of new and certified pre-owned Toyota vehicles. Visit GermainToyota.net and drive away in style today. Germain Toyota on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road.
When there's a United Dairy Farmers nearby, made from scratch ice cream is too. Stop by while 2 dip cones are buy one, get one free. All flavors, including peach and cookies and cream. UDF ice cream, made for you.
Most radio stations suck. Here's why. They don't invest in local programming. We're live and local 14 hours a day. You can rest assured that every stupid thing we say is 100% local. Homegrown dumb since day one. The Fan.
August may seem like the end of summer. It also means the beginning of a lot of things, like back to school, festivals, football. At Buckeye Lake Marina, it means the August savings days are upon us. Get huge discounts on all of the new and used boats that they didn't sell. Every pontoon, tri-toon, sport boats, even fishing boats are ready for you. Save thousands on demo models that have been used all summer to show off amazing features. Some have never even been in the water. Take advantage of the August savings days at Buckeye Lake Marina. Their summer hours continue through the entire month of August. Visit BuckeyeLakeMarina.com for details.
We buy any car.
Why sell your car at WeBuyAnyCar.com? Because selling it yourself can be, well, you know.
Okay, I'll give you half now.
And?
No, and just half.
What?
Avoid the hassle. Come to We Buy Any Car instead. Get in, get out, and get paid at a fair price.
Yeah, I can't do half.
I could probably bump it up to like 50%.
Just go.
Okay.
Get your free online valuation now at
WeBuyAnyCar.com.
The Super Sale is back this Friday and Saturday only at Meijer. Shop for sports, family dinners, or get-togethers, and find super low prices on favorites like Halo Mandarins for 99 cents, boneless center cut half pork loin for $1.79 per pound, and Body Armor or Powerade sports drinks for 88 cents each. Shop super low Meijer prices while supplies last, and get the same prices in-store and online. Shop the Meijer Super Sale this Friday and Saturday only. Exclusions apply. See all deals in-store and in the Meijer app.
We're dealing at Reichert Nissan. Hundreds of Nissans in stock, on the ground, and priced to sell fast. Low lease payments on brand new Reichert Nissan Sentras, only $219 a month. Now we're really dealing. With our lowest prices and 72-hour exchange policy, you can't buy the wrong car. Visit the Reichert Mega Mall off 270 and 33, or shop thousands of new and certified used at ReichertNissan.com.
Get the right car at Reichert.
We're dealing.
With approved credit, 2024 Sentra SV FWD 36-month lease with $3,000 due at signing. Offer ends 9/3/24.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Skies are clear and sunny. Temperatures already climbing. We're going to be back into the 70s and 80s before long, with highs this afternoon reaching the upper 80s. A few of us even seeing some low 90s. So hot and humid today. We'll see a high of 89, feeling more like 91 by 5 o'clock this afternoon in the metro. I'm meteorologist Madison Wright with your weather impact forecast on The Fan.
Live, local, and still slightly drunk.
I'm not drunk, all right? I just have a speech impediment.
This is Fan Sports Saturday.
Yes, it is. Eric Reeser, Tyvis Powell, Jacob Reimer until 1 o'clock today. And then Tyvis is going to stay in your ear holes.
What do you got planned for the rest of the day?
That's a good question. I'll be listening to The Fan, of course.
Great game.
At 1 o'clock, Buckeye replay, Ohio State and Oregon.
Well, you
2015 College Football National Championship game.
Now that football season starts, you're going to have some Coors Light?
I will have a beer with a mountain on the can.
Okay.
Sometime today, likely. Could be Coors.
If I was a drinker, I'd drink Coors Light, but
good.
I'm a lemonade guy. So.
Yeah, it's...
I actually got some at home.
You ready to go?
I got the mini
Did you not
ones.
bring anything, food or drink-wise, as you'll be here at the Fan all day long?
I did not.
Why? That's poor planning out of you.
It was.
I would feel
actually.
that you would be properly prepared for the marathon day you're about to have.
My mind is so tied up on the marathon day that eating just had not crossed.
Can I bring you anything?
No, I'll be all right.
All right.
I'll be all right.
Just let me know. I'm not far.
No, I'm still trying to lose weight. Somebody chimed in on the Cleveland show this past week, Tuesday, and said that I need to lay off the Twinkies.
Wow. You got fat shamed on YouTube.
Well, the funny thing is I was with Jason and Bull, and they both...
Okay, don't turn it into... don't.
They looked at me, and they said, because when he read the comment, when McNuggets read the comment, they look like he's with two of the biggest guys here. He's not even... I said, I'm still the same weight that I've been, so, I don't know.
They would never say that to your face, though.
I mean, I'm not...
When was the last time you had a Twinkie?
I can't even remember. I don't even eat them.
Well, I know, but nobody really, I don't think people eat them regularly.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's one of those things where if you find it, or...
I don't know.
Because I'm trying to think of two.
It's been probably 10 years.
Okay. What are you going to eat today, though?
I don't know.
Because you've got to stay, again, the only time you have a dip in energy is when you haven't eaten. And so at 1 o'clock, I'm not worried about you for the next 90 minutes. You'll be fine on the Saturday Spectacular. But when Timmy Hall comes in to present Buckeye Replay, again, Ohio State-Oregon 2015 National Championship game, you and him have to recount that 2014 season to the best of your abilities.
I think you
got to have your energy about you.
I think I'll be fine with that one.
Okay.
Then I can leave for a little bit.
That's true. We'll have ESPN programming.
Yeah, so I can leave for a little bit, but then I got to come back. So maybe I can sneak some lunch and maybe
an early dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll probably have to eat again at like 10.
Yeah. From 8 to 10, you'll have Browns pregame, so you'll have 2 hours of Deshaun Watson talk. So get ready for that, friends. And then Browns Seahawks, Boot will meet the ball in Seattle at 10.
It's just one day. Just one day.
One long
one day. Once you get
stretch of work,
I get through today, like, pew, smooth sailing.
All right. Well, like we talked in the last segment, for Ohio State and Akron next week, Buckeyes 15.5-point favorites. I'm excited to see, obviously Will Howard. I'm excited to see Quinshon Judkins. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to see what this offense looks like on the first drive. And then it becomes, to me, wake me up when Julian Saint comes in the game.
Well, everybody wants to see Jeremiah Smith. So you're waiting.
Yeah, the ones on offense. Give me 2 series, and then I'd like to see the second teamers.
No.
Okay.
No, they got to be up at least 21, 28 points before you can put that second unit in. That was just the rules. Like, with the offense that you have.
I know that every team has a set of rules for when it's time
like 21,
to put all the starters away.
28 points, it's like, okay.
So you think 28-0 going into half.
Yeah.
And you're feeling comfortable.
Yeah, then roll the other ones out. But you at least playing a half.
This to me, this 7, and it's going to be weird, I think, for the first couple of weeks to see them talk about that 12-team college football playoff. Like, we've never done anything like this before. Mm-hmm. So the idea that when you get into Michigan week, you're still got, I'd say, you could still have 2 months of a college football season.
Yeah, because you got December and January.
That's kind of nuts to think about. When we're in it, it's going to feel like a slog.
So is November still the month? Back when I was playing, since I can't say my phrase, back when I was
can say it if you were given permission to use it.
Oh, yeah, back when I was banging.
There you go.
And November was like the month, the month of champions. Like, you gotta dominate the month of November. Is it now the month of December?
I don't know.
I guess November still holds weight because you got to get in.
You got to get in, right.
So
then once you're in,
you got
the whole month of December. Yeah. And then you got a lot of January. Howie chimes in on the YouTube chat. There's always cowgirl salad, sloppy Joe, or a chili dog. You have the upstairs fridge that you can get food from.
I'm cool.
It's a good job out of you, Howie, remembering that.
But I'm cool. The only thing I'm getting from upstairs out of there is a candy bar and something to drink.
What was the cowgirl salad?
They had was it pasta salad?
Okay.
Maybe? Macaroni salad? What was it?
Who's picking these out? And who's purchasing them? Well, I know for the radio bit, the common man.
Yes.
But I'm asking who in our company is looking at these food options and saying, this is what I need to be feeding my employees.
Well, the problem is they think we'll get something and put it up there. And when they see that it's gone, it's like, oh, they must really like that. So
it is.
You get some more.
You are helping.
And Common Man's doing a terrible job of letting them understand that it's not good.
Just the very few times I go up there, when I see the offerings, I go, who's buying? Who is legitimately looking at this and saying, yes, that'll be good? Because when the Common Man does it, it's for the radio bit.
Yes.
And it's because this is disgusting. No human should put this in their bodies.
Yeah.
I'm wondering who's the legitimate business person that says, yes, I'm feeding my employees this. For like an upcharge of $3 extra compared to where you would get a sloppy Joe from another place.
When the last time you've been up there? I haven't been up there in like...
Might have been... It was earlier this summer because I got a popsicle.
Wait, the last time I was up there was when you got that, when I had to grab that.
The peaches.
Yeah.
So,
was that May?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I ain't been up there since.
It's been some time.
I should go up there to break and with my 5 or 6
and get a chili dog?
No, I'm not getting no chili dog. I just want to see what's in there.
Because we need you, obviously, here for today's purposes. But then next week, you've got your Big Ten tailgate responsibilities. You're in West Lafayette for Purdue. Indiana State is the first game for your season. Ohio State Akron's going to be a 3:30 kick. And so what we are going to have for you on this wonderful station, you'll have the Tailgate Show. Will be before the network so 3:30 kick, 2 o'clock, Skip Mossick, Paul Keels, Jim Lachey. Before that Tailgate Show, Anthony Rothman, Andy Katzenmoyer, Tim May, live from St. John Arena.
Before that
at 10 a.m., you'll have the pregame show, Matty Ice, DeVere Posey, Dane Senzenbacher.
I can't believe they put 3 people on that panel.
What do you mean?
It was just me just 2 years ago.
It was just you?
Me and Matty Ice.
Okay, there's 2 people. What's the difference?
It's easier.
Well, because there's a third voice, yeah.
Yeah, it's easier.
Why do you have a problem with that? Should you think Matty should just host the show by himself?
No, they should go through the grind.
Just a solo 2 hours?
Go through the grind.
Again, to my point about the players, similarly for the broadcasters, it's going to be a grind. And this all hinges on if Ohio State makes the college football playoff.
Are you doing a post?
Yeah, Chops and I'll be your post game for that 3:30 kick. And then our schedules are all over the place depending on when Ohio State announces their game times. Yeah, I think we're the Saturday Spectacular after a Jeff Thidoff Saturday Spectacular for the Western Michigan game week 2. That's the 7:30 kick for some reason.
That's the pre.
We're the pre.
4
pre's. Because you got Skips on the pre.
Yes.
Anthony Rothman pre.
Matty Ice
pre. Us pre.
Okay.
Tito pre.
Oh, Tito's before you.
Tito's doing 2 hours from 10 to noon 2 Saturdays from now. So again, you'll have plenty of college football.
Oh, man.
Leading into an exciting Ohio State-Western Michigan game.
And then I'll be still 10 to 11.
We are still, what time's the Big Ten?
10 to 11:30.
Okay, and that's every Saturday.
10 to 11:30.
You got to, at One Tyvis on X, also at One Tyvis on Cameo, you've got to post your schedule for that so people know where to find you. We'll do our best pimping of it on these airwaves, but you got to help people find you.
Oh, did you see that the Browns made a trade?
They traded a defensive tackle to the Bears for a 7th round pick.
That's great.
They traded Cade York earlier this week for a 6th round pick.
They just stock him.
They just love those super late round picks that they're going to package again and trade for something. Maybe they get a left tackle.
Could be.
What was the talk this week that they were interested in trading Dorian Thompson-Robinson? I'm like, all right, trade him and get a tackle.
Who's giving up a tackle for a quarterback?
You know, I don't know. You package one of those picks you just got.
Dorian Thompson-Robinson,
a 6th and a 7th for a tackle that is maybe a fringe roster spot guy.
Well, no, then you just let him. Because you need depth. Just let him cut him and then sign him.
All right.
There is veteran tackles out there.
Yeah, David Bakhtiari, I heard, was on the market.
He is, but
pick him up. He's got
he is
a decade of he's coming off serious injury.
Of surgery.
Yeah.
The guy that they think is Donovan Smith, I think his name is, the guy that played for the Chiefs. He was just in the Super Bowl with the Chiefs last year.
Pick him up.
Yeah.
It's bodies at this point is who I'm interested in.
I mean, you need somebody to just get to game. I mean, because your first few games, I mean, Micah Parsons, Josh Hines, Allen, Max Crosby. It's going to be interesting.
You can hear all the Browns games on the Fan or ESPN Columbus or the Fans HD3. Tyvis, I'm going to ask you this question. Don't answer it right now. Do the Steelers actually have a decision to make, or are we all making this a big deal? That's next. It's Sports Saturday on the Fan.
We test marketed naming the show A Guy and His Butlers.
Oh, that is very touching.
But we thought Bishop and Friends had a better ring to it.
Weekday mornings at 9.
The Fan.
Driving this summer in a new Honda. Act now during Honda's summer event to save thousands with low 1.9% financing. Full inventory is here. Cars, SUVs, trucks, vans, and hybrids. With hybrids, the battery charges as you drive. Don't miss Honda's summer event with big savings on gas or hybrid, like the 2024 Honda Ridgeline, now with low 1.9% financing. Search your local Honda dealer. See dealer for financing details. For well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 9/3/24.
Driving plays a big part in driving the local economy. It helps us all get where we're going and creates good jobs close to home. At Synovus Energy, our refineries in Toledo and Lima are a reliable domestic source of gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel. Plus, more than 2,300 employees and contractors work for us here in Ohio. See how we're helping local communities move forward at Synovus.com.
Picture this, the perfect summer barbecue. No stress, no responsibilities, just all your friends, burgers and hot dogs on the grill, and a delicious, refreshing Pepsi Zero Sugar in your hand. Sounds nice, doesn't it? Burgers sizzling, hot dogs cooking, Pepsi Zero Sugar fizzing, and a backyard of very, very happy people. Oh yeah, we could get used to this. Very, very used to this. Pepsi, the official beverage of Grills Night Out.
One thing about us parents, we think we know what's in, but we're usually way off. That's why I take my kids to Great Clips for back-to-school haircuts. From fresh fades to beachy waves, they can use the online lookbook to find the cuts they want at prices I can't resist. Plus, with convenient online check-in, we save tons of time, too. I may never know what's cool again, but hey, with back-to-school haircuts at Great Clips, I don't have to. Download the app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Rise and shine, jabronis.
What a show this morning.
There's only one place where Buckeye legends lay the smackdown. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekday mornings starting at 6.
Give me a juice box,
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
This is the White Castle Call of the Crave, and it's telling you to come in now for 10 cheese sliders for just $7.99. 10 cheese sliders for just $7.99. Boom! White Castle. Follow your crave. Limited time only, tax not included.
Next.
The last thing you want to do is take another trip to the doctor's office.
And sign here and here and here.
Save yourself the hassle by visiting VeriHeal.com to talk to a state-licensed medical provider about medical cannabis. You'll see if you pre-qualify in just a few minutes. Simple as that. That'll make your day go from this to this. Visit VeriHeal.com. VeriHeal. VeriHeal.com.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota, and this month 0% financing is back by popular demand on the 2024 Toyota Tundra for 48 months. But hurry in before they're gone. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com for details. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky with approved credit, tax title, and $250 doc fee not included. Offer ends August 30th.
Think Toyota. Think Tansky. Think Tansky.
Hey, it's Bobby. When it comes to tackling a project as important as your roof, you want a company that cares about the product and experience they're going to deliver. At Newman Roofing, you're more than just a number. They believe in 100% customer satisfaction. And for your roofing needs, give them a call at 614-NEW-ROOF or newmanroofing.com.
With Tire Discounter's new TD Chat BS, we can detect deception over the phone. Let's call a typical tire store.
Yellow, cheapo tire where we bolt them on for less.
Yes, I need tires and lubricant for my vehicle.
Great, come on in, we'll slap on some new tires.
And what about the lubricant exchange?
Oh yeah, we send you over to Ollie's Oil for that. They're right down the road.
Deception. Destination is 5.2 miles away.
Well, I'll be.
Also, 6 out of 10 cars need alignment.
Well, just travel on over to Alignments or Us.
Calculating time for 2 additional trips.
You mean you want to do tires, oil change, and alignment all in one fell swoop?
Oh, I observed that Tire Discounters, the home of free alignment, is close by.
Ugh, Tire Discounters.
And they are experts at oil changes, brakes, shocks, And
I'm losing you.
Hello? I'm sorry. Your system has crashed.
Don't miss our Savor the Summer sale, now till Labor Day.
Garnish your Bloody Mary with sports talk. You're listening to Fan Sports Saturday.
Yes, you are, Tyvis. When I was on with Dane Sensenbacher the last 2 weeks, I had a bit of a crisis. As a Cleveland Browns fan, I've never rooted for a Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback. I have no reason to. Bleep them. Bleep the Pittsburgh Steelers, bleep the fans, bleep everything Pittsburgh. That's always just been my mantra. But then they got Justin Fields. And I found myself, as someone who wants to see Justin Fields succeed, finding myself rooting for a Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback. Interested, for the first time in a long time, what a Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback is doing in the preseason.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been said by Mike Tomlin that there's a quarterback competition. Now, Russell Wilson's been dealing with a calf injury, so I thought to myself, what a great opportunity for Justin Fields to show the guys in the locker room, show Steelers fans that he is a starting caliber quarterback in the league. And through 2 games, I don't know if you can say that.
You think he's been bad?
I think he's been good, but I don't know if good's going to get it done. Because I think Mason Rudolph gave you good. I think Mitch Trubisky gave you sometimes good.
I was about to say, be careful.
Sometimes good.
Easy now.
You need to be great if you're going to start for them, especially in the division that they're in.
I think that the biggest thing for Justin Fields since he's been in the league has been consistency. I think that he gives you moments and he can do things that's like, wow.
Yep.
Like, wow, what is this? How do we stop this? But it's just not consistent enough. I think when it comes to him and Russell, he has the higher ceiling, of course. But it's something about when Russell's in there, you know you're going to get checked into the right offense. You know that he's going to be able to read the defense. You know he can go through his progressions. You know the ball is supposed to go to the right spots. With Justin, yes, he can give you this great wow moment, this wow factor, but he has some moments where it's like, dude, what are you doing?
It's fumbling center quarterback exchanges.
Yeah, so I think that when you look at Pittsburgh's quarterback room, Russell Wilson would be the safe pick. It would be the one that if we start the season off, we're safe with Russell because we kind of know what we're going to get. While Justin can still go through some things, learn some things behind Russell, see the game speed and stuff like that. And then hopefully probably week 6, 7, something like that, he can take it over and boom. Because I think long term they would like to have their answer figured out at quarterback. They would like Justin to come in, make some plays, and be like, okay, we don't have to worry about drafting a quarterback. We got Justin for the next few years. So I think that that's the plan for them. But Justin has not – he's done things where it's been like, okay, I can see him being the starter, but ultimately he's also missed some throws and did some things. Like the fumble snaps, like that's kind of
beauty. You can't do that.
Beauty league.
You cannot do that.
Yeah, that's like beauty league stuff. And
you can't do it twice.
Then the controversial pass, I think last week with the post route where the receiver slowed down.
Yeah.
And he overthrew it.
Was that Pickens he was trying to find?
I don't think it was Pickens. Okay. It was somebody else. And I'm like, both can be right. The receiver did slow down, and if the receiver kept running and didn't miss Thomas' jump, yes, he probably could have caught that ball. At the same breath, Justin could have took a little bit off of that, and it could have made it an easier play for both of them. And ultimately, when it doesn't happen, depending on who you are, you take the blame yourself. And I think for Justin, if he wants to be this leader, he got to realize, like, okay, yeah, that's probably on me. Yes, the receiver messed up some things, but at the end of the day, my job is to put the ball on him and make him make the play. And he didn't get that done, so ultimately they probably put that on Justin.
Russell Wilson says he expects to play today against the Detroit Lions. Both those teams are going to do their preseason finale in the Motor City. That's a 1 o'clock start there on the NFL Network. So for Mr. Unlimited, I'm excited to get back on the field. Last week was great to be out there for the first time, putting more pads on and everything else. And obviously we didn't get the win and everything else. But I think the big thing for us is just executing and making our plays and doing our thing. Boy, you're never really going to get anything interesting out of Mr. Unlimited. But they had better hope that I think they're hoping that Mr. Unlimited is a little bit more exciting on the field. 8 of 10, 47 yards. It was just a lot of smaller check downs and play it safe.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you're kind of going to get with him. I mean,
that ain't going to get it done, though, this season.
Is Russell going to win you the game? Like, must have it, got to have it drop? I don't think so.
No, probably
not.
I
don't think so. But to know that your offense is in the right thing, the right offense, the right checks and adjustments. Because he beat the Browns single-handedly by doing that when he was in Denver last year.
Yeah.
He seen what the Browns was doing, made some checks, and was hurting them bad. So he has the ability.
That was a brutal game.
He understands football to where, Justin, you going off of athletic ability, and it's a lot of maybe, hopefully he figures it out, and it's some growing pains with Justin. Let's just say that. It's some growing pains. But if you're willing to stand there and you're willing to coach, he will make some plays. And ultimately, I think it's going to come down to what those receivers say. You know, if the team, you will know. You'll know once the season starts. If Russell's out there and things just ain't clicking, but Justin goes out there and things kind of move, you got your answer. I think that's just one of those things that it's going to bleed into the season, unfortunately.
They got an interesting start to their year. They got the Falcons week 1, so that's Arthur Smith going back to Atlanta to play his old team.
Yeah.
And then week 2, you've got Russell Wilson going back to Denver to play the Broncos. So they start 2 games on the road. Then in week 3, they're playing the Los Angeles Chargers. That'll be the first game in Pittsburgh. So I said this a couple weeks ago about Jim Harbaugh, that he is in the perfect place if you're not a fan of Jim Harbaugh, because the Los Angeles Chargers feel like they're in a football desert. They got a great quarterback, but as long as Patrik Mahomes is in that division that they're in, they're always going to be second fiddle. And so the 5-year deal for Jim Harbaugh.
Somebody has to dethrone him at some point.
I don't think it's going to be Herbert and the Chargers.
You never know. Never say never.
So you don't. However, I'm thrilled that in Los Angeles, where Jim Harbaugh is, they're the second team in town, renting their stadium in Mahomes' division. So you don't really ever have to hear. I don't think you'll have to hear about them again.
Unless they're good.
They'll be good.
Yeah.
But are they going to be good enough to where it's going to make its way over here? Because who's a Los Angeles Chargers fan?
Well, listen, Jim Harbaugh is a quarterback guru.
So they say.
So he should be able to unlock Justin. It should be like Justin.
Oh, you need unlocking Justin Herbert. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Well, he
should already be unlocked.
Well, he did.
He should be going.
This is the same guy that did fumble, 28-0 wheat league when they lost to the Jacksonville.
Hey, was that on Herbert?
Was it not?
That was partially, but if you lump all that playoff loss on him,
don't do that.
Was it Brandon Staley's just a dope? Was a dope. Rest in peace. He's not dead, but he's kind of.
At the end of the day, it always falls. Wins and losses.
A lot of
us on the quarterback show.
Fair or not, a lot of it does.
And the way they're paying him, yes. That's what they say about Deshaun.
I guess maybe it was more these are for different reasons here. A lot of the Chargers' lack of success because Brandon Staley was stupid.
Well, I guess we'll see.
Won't we?
We'll see.
But I was thrilled that
this year.
Jim Harbaugh can just be away. He can go away because he's not coming to Michigan's opener next week against Fresno State.
Yeah, they realized that it probably wasn't in the best interest. His parents will be there though.
Well, yeah, they'll honor the 2023
and then I'll be
national
there.
championship.
I'll be there in 3 weeks.
How do you think that reception's going to be?
When they see me?
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Welcome. I'm back.
Yeah. And I think we're doing it inside the stadium again. So, yeah, there you go.
You've had a lot of success in that stadium.
I have.
It's probably pretty nice.
I can sit up there with a smile on my face.
Will you watch the Netflix documentary?
No, I'll wait for them to.
The Sign Stealer?
They'll post it all on social media, all the stuff.
Some of the better stuff will be out there.
Yeah, so I'll wait. I'm not spending my time on that.
Oh, Derek chimed in earlier in the show that he doesn't have Netflix, so he's the one.
There you go.
We found somebody.
I would give you my password, but
that's illegal. You shouldn't do that.
They're supposed to be cracking down.
They say that, but I have yet to be cracked down on.
I agree with that.
So,
yeah, me too. So.
But that's not an invitation for Netflix to do that.
If they do, Cardell's in trouble.
Come on, no names, please.
I'm just saying.
I will be. I'm interested to see how they frame that sign. How Connor Stallions frames the sign stealing.
It depends on how long it is. It's the untold.
It's the untold, so it's an hour.
Yeah.
So not a terrible.
Maybe I will.
Expenditure of time.
Yeah, maybe I will.
But I mean,
the cliff notes that I see on the internet will tell me if I need to watch it or not.
I think it'll
when
trend
does it
to
come out?
the 27th of August. So Wednesday.
That's my father's birthday. Yeah. Or is that Tuesday?
Tuesday or Wednesday. So I think it will trend towards Ohio State fans are going to be interested in this.
Well, he got a bag off of it, I'm sure. So
he got a job from it
for free.
He's a volunteer,
Yeah.
so I guess it's not really a job. I want to dive into that a little bit more with Connor Stallions and the sign stealing thing with you. But Caleb Downs is also a conversation I want to have in terms of he'd like to get carries on offense. Realistically, Tyvis Powell, what will and what should that look like for this season? That's next. Sports Saturday on the Fan.
If you consider yourself a Buckeye fan, you've come to the right place. This is your heritage sports talker and home of Ohio State Athletics, The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Welcome to the plus side, where a AAA Plus membership means that an empty gas tank won't keep you from a full day, and where a dead battery can't stop you from being the life of the party. Because on the plus side, roadside mishaps don't have to ruin your day. With AAA Plus, tire changes, battery swaps, and emergency fuel are just a tap away. AAA gets to you faster, and if you need a tow, we'll take you further. Become a member today and experience peace of mind on the plus side. Towing is subject to a 7-day waiting period. Terms and conditions apply.
Bobby Carpenter here for Germain Toyota. Ready for a new ride? Swing by Germain Toyota, ask for my friend Marcello, and discover unbeatable deals and a wide selection of new and certified pre-owned Toyota vehicles. Visit GermainToyota.net and drive away in style today. Germain Toyota on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road.
August may seem like the end of summer. It also means the beginning of a lot of things, like back to school, festivals, football. At Buckeye Lake Marina, it means the August savings days are upon us. Get huge discounts on all of the new and used boats that they didn't sell. Every pontoon, tri-toon, sport boats, even fishing boats are ready for you. Save thousands on demo models that have been used all summer to show off amazing features. Some have never even been in the water. Take advantage of the August savings days at Buckeye Lake Marina. Their summer hours continue through the entire month of August. Visit BuckeyeLakeMarina.com for details.
OAR.
Live in concert. Summer Tour 24. August 29th at Kimba Live Outdoor. With special guests, Right, and DJ Logic. Buy tickets now at AXS.com and the Penn Station box office. OAR Live, brought to you by Bud Light Seltzer and Promo West Productions.
Hey, welcome to IKEA's Complete Sleep event. Don't miss dreamy offers on sleep essentials.
I've tried counting sheep, but keep losing track.
We've got you. IKEA family members save 15% off your purchase of $300 or more on select sleep comfort items. Plus, we're throwing a pajama party in store on August 31st. Wear your favorite PJs for a free breakfast.
Ooh, we have matching PJs.
Don't wait. Go to IKEA-USA.com/bettersleep or visit your local store today. Offer valid August 7th through September 10th. U.S. only. See store and IKEA-USA.com for full details and eligible items. Restrictions apply.
We know your golf game is ugly, but your course doesn't have to be. Experience the natural beauty of Delaware Golf Club today. Delaware Golf Club is now open to the public and only 10 miles up the road from 270. For the best rates, book your tee time online at DelawareGolfClub.com.
Join us for Gambling Things, Fantasy Sports, Gambling Things, and most importantly, Gambling Things. Hollywood Casinos on the Money, Sunday morning at 9.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
The Fan.
Cash, moolah, greenbacks, dough, Skrilla chips, bread and mo. 2, 5, 10, and 20, 30 big ones, games aplenty. Cheddar, butter, loot and scratch. Find the letters, make the match, cause there's many words for cash, no doubt, many ways to play cash word. Check them out. Cash word from Ohio Lottery. It's game time, yo. Cash word, it's fun to go with millions in prizes, don't you know? Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Excuse me, waiter. There's a hair in my soup. A long purple hair.
I'm so sorry. I'll get the manager.
I'm the manager. How can I help?
Wait, weren't you the Plum Insurance mascot?
What gave it away? My long purple fur?
Something like that.
What if all insurance companies were like NJM and were known for putting their policyholders first, not gimmicks? Then all those insurance mascots would have to get real jobs.
I'll pass on dessert.
No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NJM.
The delicious ice-cold taste of Dr. Pepper has a lasting effect on people. Lindsay from Sacramento said,
Pro tip, 40 degrees is the perfect temperature for an ice-cold Dr. Pepper.
Why is 40 degrees the perfect temperature for Dr. Pepper? We brought in Sue from Duluth, Minnesota to tell us.
Oh yeah, I know a thing or two about cold. Oh, that right there is the perfect kind of ice cold for Dr. Pepper. I'd share that with my friend Nancy. She likes Dr. Pepper too, you know. My coldest...
All right, that'll be all, Sue. Having a perfect temperature for your Dr. Pepper? It's a Pepper thing. Inspired by real fan posts.
It's cycling season across Central Ohio. That means many cyclists are out on the road this summer. As you're driving in your car, please share the road for the safety of everyone. When driving throughout the city and rural areas, please watch out for riders on their bikes and use caution around cyclists. We also remind all cyclists to ride safe. Be mindful of cars and obey all traffic signals while on your bikes. Thank you to both motorists and cyclists for sharing the road and keeping everyone in our community safe this summer.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. We firmly believe it's appropriate to tailgate before a youth soccer game. You're listening to Fan Sports Saturday.
I hadn't had the chance, Tyvis Powell, to ask you when the NCAA eventually rules on Michigan's sign-stealing scandal.
Yes.
What would be a fair punishment in your opinion?
Fair?
What's fair look like?
Vacated wins. Sharon Moore suspension. Probably 8 games. And then if there's any players that was involved that was there last year, or the past couple of years, 4-game suspension.
I'm wondering, when it happens, and that could be 3 months, that could be 6 months, that could be a year from now, because I think Michigan, when they were given the notice of allegations, I think had 90 days to respond to that. And so whenever this finally does clear to where Michigan's given something, I feel that it will, and this is my lack of faith in the NCAA, it being a couple, some scholarship reductions and a postseason ban.
I feel like, I'm told you, I'm not a fan of that because that's punishing people that wasn't involved. I want to punish the people that was directly involved. So it would be the head coach because he deleted messages. And the players that was there that benefited from it, those guys would get it as well. And vacating the wins, vacate all the ones until the investigation, that'd be fair.
Yeah, that's the thing the hardest thing the thing that I keep coming to is I don't think Ohio State fans will ever truly feel good about what the NCAA decides. I think it'll just be kind of a weak slap on the wrist because Jim Harbaugh left and he got a $16 million a year contract from the Chargers.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was one of the players and coaches that got stuck in an elevator. I don't know if you saw the news. They're playing in Dallas today at 4:00, I think, the final preseason game, and they had to get helped out of an elevator. So I was like, come on, be Jim Harbaugh stuck in that elevator. Because I don't wish bad things on people. I just wish serious inconveniences. Like his phone can't ever charge and it's always just stuck on 1% or it's always in power saving mode. And he can't ever actually use a fully charged cell phone. Or like your windows in your car can't roll up or your air conditioning's not working and you're stuck in you're stuck in what's going to be 90 degrees tomorrow in Columbus.
I just feel like
inconveniences like that I wish on Jim Harbaugh.
It is at this point. There's water under the bridge.
I'm with you there.
It is what it is. I don't care.
Let's focus on now.
Yeah.
Let's focus on this upcoming season. You beat them in November. You make a college football playoff run.
Because I told you, I'm not a fan of saying that that's the reason why they won. That's baloney.
They won on the field.
Anybody that thinks that just because they knew it was run or pass was the reason why they won, that's baloney.
I agree.
So that's why to me, it doesn't matter. They need to win this game in November and get the winning streak going again.
And the coaches would tell you it's a every week march to that finale in November. So for this Ohio State team, which is loaded, Urban Meyer say this week that this is probably the most talented team roster-wise he's ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not breaking any news to anybody.
No.
They had a loaded team last year with a lot of guys coming back. They had a defense that was top 5 in almost every statistical category. All of them are back.
Mm-hmm.
You added the SEC Freshman of the Year in Caleb Downs.
Yes.
So you'd think things will be better. And if you say better than that, okay. Wow. That's something that you could make a serious, a historic run to the first expanded college football playoff national championship. The conversation around Caleb Downs and running the football has been an interesting one for me because you've also in the same offseason added Quinshon Judkins from Ole Miss and now a running back room that includes Travion Henderson and Quinshon Judkins. Now, I know they lost Dallin Hayden. He's going to Colorado. We'll talk about Coach Prime in the next hour of this program. But it just, for me, because you've also got James Peoples and you've also got running backs that you need to, I think, get ready and serious reps this season. Plus, you've got a running threat quarterback in Will Howard.
Yes.
Where are Caleb Downs' reps going to come?
Against Akron, maybe.
Do you put it out there to put it on film to make everybody think about it?
Yeah, I think it's just, when people got to realize when he talks about running the ball, it's, 2 or 3 times maybe.
Well, we'll hear from him.
I mean, I feel like I'm an elite player with the ball in my hands, so, I mean, I would never say, I would never not believe in myself to do something, so I definitely believe that's on the table, but I'm just taking it day by day.
Is it similar to when they let JT Tuimoloau take a photo shoot in Ohio State basketball uniform?
Yeah, I mean, no, I think that first of all, if Ryan Day said he's going to get him on an opportunity to do it, then it's going to happen. Ryan Day seems to be a pretty much man of his word. I'll give him that. So I think that we will see it. I don't think it'll be a lot, though. I think if it's just 17 games, he'll probably carry the ball in 5 of them, probably, maybe.
And once a game, maybe.
Yeah, like one, maybe even twice.
Because I don't ever think it's good to, I mean, you obviously want to be honest all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're having conversations with Caleb in the portal, or when he's thinking about popping into the portal and you're having those preliminary conversations about coming to Ohio State, it's I would like to play running back. Oh, yeah, sure, we can do that. And hoping that the coaches, when they say that, they mean it. But also understanding that what you've added with your running back depth, with your running quarterback threat, where's that opportunity for meaningful carries? Or does it become we're just going to throw the smoke screen so make teams think about it? I don't want it to be that, because I think that does a disservice to what you told Caleb.
I mean, it depends. You give him the ball and you see what he does. If he makes something happen, okay, this could be something that we can. But the problem is if you put him in, if he does do something great with it, that threat is on tape. Now he can use him as a decoy as well. So it just depends on ultimately what his carry looks like to me. If he's effective, okay, cool. We can get you 1 or 2 a game. If he's not effective, then it's like, what's the point? Why give you those carries?
Why did Ohio State just waste that?
Yeah, why would we give you those carries
play?
when we can give it to James Peoples or Sam's Williams Dixon? Like, it's people that actually,
you need to get them ready as well.
Exactly. So like, why? That's my thing. And to me, it ultimately comes down what he does with his carries.
Because you're not going to line up. I mean, I say this. You're not going to line him up and run him in between the tackles. Like, this doesn't become like you're pulling a guard.
How much is he? What is he, 190?
Yeah. So he's a great athlete, but yeah, this isn't 3 yards in a cloud of dust with
I actually love
Caleb Downs.
I want to see that, actually. I want to see if he actually would go between tackles.
I do think come August 31st, you'll see it. I think he gets a carry next week.
I do too. I want to see if he go between tackles. If it's like are we talking jet sweeps? We talking toss?
With an athlete like that, everything's available to you.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Similar.
He's talked it up. I want to see it.
He's talked it. So I do think you reward it, but I also wonder, how it's the fine line you got to walk with all of these players, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you got to keep everybody happy, and there's only one football. You had made me aware of comments made by one prominent college football analyst that you have not heard. I will play you what Desmond Howard said yesterday about this Ohio State, a possible Ohio State coaching situation. Then we can laugh at him next. Sports Saturday on The Fan.
Matty Ice has a large tattoo on his calf of LeBron eating a lion. I have nothing else to say. Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays from noon to 3.
The Fan.
Have you lost Ohio Medicaid? At healthcare.gov, you can find a low-cost, quality health plan.
Do plans cover doctor visits?
What about emergency care?
And prescriptions?
All covered and more. Plus, with the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hey, it's Anthony here from my friends at Germain Honda of Dublin. Rich is rolling out all of his new Hondas at 2.9% up to 60 months. Just not including the Civic Si and Civic Type R, but all the other awesome new Hondas, 2.9%. You love certified? He has the dream deal. 0.99% APR for 36 months on the 23s and 24s, Civics, HRVs, CRVs, pilots, and passports. When you think Honda, you have to visit Germain Honda of Dublin, Sawmill Road, just south of 270.
Experience a piece of history this September and pay tribute to those that have served in the Vietnam War. Delaware County Veterans Services invites you to visit the Wall That Heals from September 12th through the 15th at Havener Park in Liberty Township. Witness the official 3/4 scale replica of the Vietnam Memorial in Washington, D.C. The Wall That Heals is free and open to the public 24 hours a day until 2 p.m. on the 15th. For volunteering opportunities and to learn more, please visit thewallthathealsohio.com.
That's the sound of sweat falling drip by miserable drip because your AC has decided to call it quits in this heat. But the Waterworks Heating and Cooling team never quits. So no sweat. The Waterworks offers same-day AC service to help you keep your cool this summer. And that sounds amazing. Call the Waterworks Heating and Cooling team, 614-333-9720, or schedule service on our website. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better AC.
The Super Sale is back this Friday and Saturday only at Meijer. Shop for sports, family dinners, or get-togethers, and find super low prices on favorites like Halo Mandarins for 99 cents, boneless center-cut half pork loin for $1.79 per pound, and Body Armor or Powerade sports drinks for 88 cents each. Shop super low Meijer prices while supplies last, and get the same prices in-store and online. Shop the Meijer Super Sale this Friday and Saturday only. Exclusions apply. See all deals in-store and in the Meijer app.
Tire Discounters announces our latest breakthrough, TD Chat BS. This software allows us to detect untruths, deceptions, and even outright lies. Let's listen in as we call a local car dealer.
Hi, I drive your model of auto or truck. I need servicing.
Oh, that's great. You should always call the dealer for service to make sure your warranty stays intact.
Untruth.
Excuse me?
I can attend at Tire Discounters for all services, even for all manufacturers' scheduled maintenance. Warranty not affected.
But it's only us dealers who really know our own models.
Deception. Tire Discounters ASE technicians are certified experts for all makes and models.
Okay, maybe.
How many dollars do you charge me for? As few as Tire Discounters?
We are not that much more.
Outright lie. Ending call now. Bye. Adios. Aloha. Hasta la pasta.
Don't miss our Savor the Summer sale, now till Labor Day.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Jacob Reimer. College football is officially here with Week 0. There are 4 games on the schedule for today, headlined by number 10 Florida State taking on Georgia Tech across the pond in Dublin, Ireland. Kickoff is here at noon. Ohio State fans, we are just 1 week away from the Buckeyes kicking off their season against Akron in the Horseshoe. The Cincinnati Reds lost their second game in a row to the Pirates last night after leading 5-0. Julian Aguilar will get the start for the Redlegs tonight, and they get things going in Pittsburgh at 6:40. The Cleveland Guardians have lost 6 of their last 7 after dropping their series openers with the Texas Rangers last night, 5-3. They go again tonight at 7:10 with Ben Lively taking the mound for the Guardians. And the Cleveland Browns have their preseason finale tonight in Seattle. Quarterback Deshaun Watson's status for tonight is still uncertain due to arm soreness. Kickoff is at 10 o'clock tonight with coverage beginning here on The Fan at 8 o'clock. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Just because it's the weekend doesn't mean we shut up. This is Fan Sports Saturday.
I do wonder if this is going to get me in trouble with management, and it might get this show pulled off of YouTube. But whenever I see Desmond Howard on my television screen, this song just runs through my head. He's a clown, and nothing he says should ever be taken seriously. And I think he understands that. And I think he leans into it. And I also thought before the program today, Tyvis, that we would do like preseason prognosticating, that we would give our Big Ten champion, our Big Ten player of the year, our coach of the year. But that would take a lot of organization. Mm-hmm. And we're not the most structured show in the world. If you've listened to us for a long time, we have many pages of prep, but we get to some of it. So that would take a little bit too much prep to do. But College Game Day did their preseason picks. I guess their pre-week 0 picks for Big Ten champion, for ACC champion, for national champion. Desmond Howard picked Oregon to win the Big Ten championship. He was the only panelist to do so. You had WWE superstar Sheamus, Pat McAfee, Kirk Herbstreit, and Nick Saban all picking Ohio State. Now, interestingly enough, Herbie picked Oregon to win the national championship, which I thought was interesting. But for Desmond, it's I'm going to lean into disliking and annoying and frustrating Ohio State fans as much as possible because that gets me the clicks, that gets me the engagement, that gets me discussed at noon in Columbus, Ohio. And that's what ESPN wants. They want that engagement. That's kind of why
he's good at his job.
I think he's tremendous at his job. His job is being a clown.
Do you like him? Do you dislike him more than Mark May?
I have great appreciation for both of them and what they do.
Okay.
Mark May never got over being trumped by Ohio State when he was a player at Pitt, and he used that to, I think, a pretty successful media career as just kind of being a bitter dude. And it works. The gimmicks work. And similarly for Desmond Howard.
Because I'm not bitter. When I do the Big Ten, I'm not bitter.
No.
I call a spade
You had a ton of
spade.
success in the Big Ten, though. I don't know if Mark May had a ton of success at Pitt. I don't care.
Even when I went to Michigan State, I was...
Tyvis, you had the most success any player at Ohio State could have. You have 3 pairs of gold pants. 4 pairs of gold pants. You have a national championship. You have Big Ten championships. You did it all. There are people that didn't do it all, such as a Mark May.
Well,
they're just bitter.
Well, Desmond won a Heisman.
Desmond won a Heisman.
But
he's not bitter, but he is a troll. There's different forms of this, right? It comes in different... It wears different hats. And for Desmond, he was on Get Up earlier this week, and he was asked about... still playing the clown music because I brought up Desmond Howard. He was asked, I forget, it was maybe Matthew Berry, who had asked him about Ryan Day and if he was on the hot seat.
Man, it's like this. I think the people in Ohio State just pushed all of their chips to the center of the table. They went and spent about $13 million on free agents, well, college football's version of free agency with the portal and NIL. Not only that, but some fans would say, well, if we got rid of Ryan Day, who would we hire? They went out and hired Chip Kelly as the offensive coordinator. So if things go awry, I think they have somebody who's behind Chip Kelly. Behind Ryan Day, Chip Kelly, who they say, Chip Kelly can be the next coach too. So I think that Ryan Day, he's on the hot seat right now.
A lot there. Like we like to say in this profession, a lot to unpack with that.
He couldn't even get the name. Right?
He's having some trouble. I think that was just a slip up and speak. Like, look, when we talk into microphones and we're live, there are often times where we'll stutter and we'll misspeak. I don't think he was like Pat McAfee yesterday and had one too many Guinness on the air. But
I think that the
substance of what he was saying was... That's pretty entertaining for a show that basically does college football tidbits. You know, this is the drive-by college football audience that comes in Ryan Day, hot seat, hot take, boom.
Yeah, it's not a terrible take.
It's not really based in reality, though, if you actually look into it. But that's what the Get Up audience doesn't do. They don't actually look into it because it's just give me some college football one-liners here, and that's one. So it does the job.
Yes.
There's no substance there.
I don't think so. That what he's talking about is like if they fire Ryan Day mid-season, then yeah, you probably would look at
firing Ryan Day mid-season.
Right. I think that if they did that, if they were to move off of Ryan Day, which I don't think that's gonna happen. I think he'll have a successful season. I think he'll be here until,
Oh, let's do this. Ohio State fires Ryan Day mid-season. They're getting Mike Vrabel anyway. How's that?
I think
that's what you're looking for?
So let me ask you.
Is your hot take not based in reality?
Because Tim Walton is the assistant head coach. Would he get the head coaching title for the rest of the season, or would they point it to
Would he be like an interim head coach?
Yeah.
I guess. No, they probably would go to Chip for the interim.
Okay.
But they're not doing that. So it's silly that you have that sort of a conversation. But it works for ESPN and it works for us.
Yeah.
It works for the media to be able to do this kind of nonsense.
I think
but don't take it for anything more than that. Is if I can give you a too long didn't read about this segment. Anything Desmond Howard says, don't take it at much other than that's fun way to get a reaction.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. That's why I said, that's when I knew college football was back because boom, Desmond Howard.
Yeah, Desmond Howard reaction.
And it's hilarious to be like, okay, like what difference?
Don't take it seriously. And really it's sports, so you shouldn't be taking any of this seriously. It's a game.
I mean, if he's teaching about the game, then yes, because I feel like
his actual football expertise.
Yeah.
When was the last time he offered you any actual on-field football expertise? Desmond Howard.
It's been a while.
Yeah, because now he's just morphed into hot take guy. He's morphed into the clown.
Desmond don't break film.
But that pays.
That's terrible.
I haven't seen him. I haven't seen or heard him give any.
That's I thought that's like part of the gig on ESPN. Like if you
not for him,
you got to be able to give hot takes. You got to be able to break
That's what Nick Saban's for. Nick Saban's for the breaking down. Kirk Herbstreit's done a better job of breaking things down. You got Pat McAfee and you've got Desmond Howard on there to hoot and holler and just be nonsense.
I wouldn't want
but nonsense gets engagement.
I guess. Maybe I should just scream nonsense.
But that's not authentically you.
No, it's not.
So I trust you never. I trust you never to do anything like that.
I'm gonna tell you the truth, and it might hurt your feelings, but it is what it is.
It wouldn't be true. So, what was it? Seamus, who picked Virginia Tech? I think it was Pat picked Virginia Tech to win the ACC. I mean, this is just fun we're having at college football now that the season's actually underway, and it's really weird to see DJ Uiagalelei in a Florida State jersey.
I hope Virginia Tech loses every game they ever play.
Well, now? You're still... See, you said you weren't bitter a second ago.
Them and Michigan State.
I thought you weren't bitter.
I'm not.
But
if they didn't win anything ever again, I'd be fine with that.
You just actively... You wished for it, though. Which one is it? Are you rooting against them actively, or are you just indifferent to their success?
I don't really have a ton of beef with Virginia Tech. Michigan State, I got the biggest beef with.
I thought you weren't bitter.
I'm not. I told you. I went there last year. I waved the flag. I hung out with Sparty.
But you want them to lose every game.
I do.
Why?
Because they cost me 2 national championships, and 2 Big Ten championships. That's why.
So you're not bitter, and that's okay. Sometimes to be bitter is to be human.
And it's not just the football team. I want the basketball team not to succeed. I want the tennis team not to succeed.
Why you have beef with Michigan State tennis?
Because they're all going to Michigan State. So I hope their athletics just have no success.
Ever. Okay. Do you root against Michigan State players in the NFL?
No.
Like, do you see Kirk Cousins be like, boo you?
No.
Okay.
No. It's just a college. Just a college.
All right. I can appreciate that. Do you still want to do pick? Oh, no. Next week. Next week's game week. So we have to do the picks before.
What pick?
Well, if we're going to do picks, do you want to pick our preseason Big Ten or our Big Ten champs?
We both got the same pick.
Yeah, we pick Ohio State. All right. Glad we did that.
To me, I want to know do you really think Dylan Gabriel is he really like that? Dylan Gabriel's that good?
I think Dylan Gabriel's a really good quarterback.
Heisman winner.
Heisman candidate.
Winner.
I don't think so.
Okay. You a Jalen Milroe guy?
As a Heisman contender, yeah.
Who you got if you was picking?
Right now, I would probably give it to Carson Beck.
Why?
The Georgia quarterback.
So?
They'll have talent and they'll win a lot of games.
Not directly because of him.
I think he'll help.
He will, but I can say the same thing about Texas.
Okay.
Fair. You can say the same thing about Oregon.
Nobody's played a game yet outside of now Florida State, who's a couple minutes in.
Why not DJ Uiagalelei?
Well, I think he's got odds. I'd have to look.
He's way down the list.
Probably. But that's what, I mean, think of the quarterbacks we went through in that fun little exercise and think of how many of them are portal persons. Like even Quinn Ewers was in the portal.
Dylan.
That is college football now.
Was Jalen Milroe a portal?
No.
Okay. Carson Beck was not either.
No, but that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, It's not about where you start, it's where you finish.
It's a very, very good point. Hey, Deion Sanders, boy, is he soft. We'll get to him next. It's Sports Saturday on The Fan.
We're the girthiest radio station in the history of radio. Uncomfortably girthy. This promo is uncomfortable. The Fan, Ohio's girth destination.
Kick off fall with Labor Day deals at Lowe's. Right now, buy one, get one free on select interior paint via Lowe's gift card rebate for your next paint project. Plus, save big on select 1.5 pint or 1 quart mums. Get 5 for just $10. Shop these can't-miss deals today before they're gone. Because Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 9/4 while supplies last. More terms and restrictions apply. See Lowes.com/rebates for details.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
This is the White Castle Call of the Crave, and it's telling you to come in now for 10 cheese sliders for just $7.99. 10 cheese sliders for just $7.99. Boom! White Castle. Follow your crave. Limited time only, tax not included.
Meet animals from around the world as you explore the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. Whether you're fascinated by the towering elephant or playful sea lions, we have it all at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. Visit columbuszoo.org to plan your visit today.
Ah, the sounds of summer. The crack of a bat, the splash of a pool, and the dreaded silence of a broken AC. No, don't sweat it. Call the Waterworks Heating and Cooling Team for an AC tune-up. Schedule a visit today and stay cool all summer long. Call the Waterworks Heating and Cooling Team, 614-333-9720, or schedule service on our website. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better AC.
Hey, welcome to IKEA's complete sleep event. Don't miss dreamy offers on sleep essentials.
I've tried counting sheep, but keep losing track.
We've got you. IKEA family members save 15% off your purchase of $300 or more on select sleep comfort items. Plus, we're throwing a pajama party in-store on August 31st. Wear your favorite PJs for a free breakfast.
Ooh, we have matching PJs.
Don't wait. Go to IKEA-USA.com/bettersleep or visit your local store today. Offer valid August 7th through September 10th, U.S. only. See store and IKEA-USA.com for full details and eligible items. Restrictions apply.
Here at The Fan, we give you 14 hours of live and local programming every day. We care about you. We live and work in your community. Except Bo Bishop. He won't tell us where the hell he is. Your live and local station. Except Bo. The Fan.
Kemba Financial Credit Union pays you to save. Get a $300 bonus with a new money market account and earn a premium interest rate on your money. It adds up to big-time savings for your goals and dreams. Visit Kemba.org to check our rates and learn more. Restrictions apply. Bonus requires Advantage status and $10,000 minimum balance be deposited in the first 30 days and maintained to qualify for a $100 bonus at 90 days and $200 at 180 days after opening. Federally insured by NCUA. Offer ends September 30th.
Excuse me, waiter. There's a hair in my soup. A long purple hair.
I'm so sorry. I'll get the manager.
I'm the manager. How can I help?
Wait, weren't you the Plum Insurance mascot?
What gave it away? My long purple fur?
Something like that.
What if all insurance companies were like NJM and were known for putting their policyholders first, not gimmicks? Then all those insurance mascots would have to get real jobs.
I'll pass on dessert.
No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NJM.
Hey, it's Anthony here from my friends at Germain Honda of Dublin. Rich is rolling out all of his new Hondas at 2.9% up to 60 months. Just not including the Civic Si and Civic Type R, but all the other awesome new Hondas, 2.9%. You love certified? He has the dream deal. 0.99% APR for 36 months on the 23s and 24s, Civics, HRVs, CRVs, pilots, and passports. When you think Honda, you have to visit Germain Honda of Dublin, Sawmill Road, just south of 270.
The delicious ice-cold taste of Dr. Pepper has a lasting effect on people. Lindsay from Sacramento said,
Pro tip, 40 degrees is the perfect temperature for an ice-cold Dr. Pepper.
why is 40 degrees the perfect temperature for Dr. Pepper? We brought in Sue from Duluth, Minnesota to tell us.
Oh, yeah, I know a thing or two about cold. Oh, that right there is the perfect kind of ice cold for Dr. Pepper. I'd share that with my friend Nancy. She likes Dr. Pepper, too, you know. My cold
All
is...
right, that'll be all, Sue. Having a perfect temperature for your Dr. Pepper? It's a Pepper thing. Inspired by real fan posts.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We're warming things up today with sunny skies. Temperatures back in the 70s and 80s before lunchtime. After that, we see our highs reaching 89 degrees here in the metro, feeling more like 91 thanks to that extra humidity. I'm meteorologist Madison Wright with your weather impact forecast on The Fan.
Instead of annoying national people talking to you this weekend, we've opted for annoying local people. This is Fan Sports Saturday.
That was quick. Florida State took the opening kickoff down the field. Opening drive, I should say, and now they lead Georgia Tech 8-0. About 10 and change left to go in the first quarter of the first college football game of the 2024 season. We're back, kids. It's week 0, which, again, I think in 2 years will be week 1 anyway. Ohio State, you got 7 days until the Buckeyes play Akron, a little over 7 days because it'll be a 3:30 kick from the Horseshoe next Saturday. Some important listening notes for this week as the Buckeye Roundtable returns Monday night at 6 p.m. You'll have Skip Mossick, Paul Keels, and Jim Lachey previewing everything in the Big Ten and the Buckeyes' big matchup and the expectations for this season that, spoiler alert, they're as big as they've ever been for an Ohio State team.
Yeah, I think since what? I would say probably since 2015, right?
Probably bigger.
You think?
I mean, I don't know. It's always at a 10, right? People were saying, is this more pressure? It's always the most pressure that there can be.
No, not Ryan Day's first year. Like, it wasn't a lot of pressure for him to succeed.
That's true.
He did. He did, actually. He had a really good year.
I mean, it's a semantic argument where you're saying, like, how much more pressure? It's like there's always the most pressure here.
COVID year, was it a lot of pressure?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
There wasn't.
There's always pressure at Ohio State to win it all.
You can't fall on your face.
I don't think you expect this Buckeye team to.
You can't lose more than 2 games.
But you'll have the roundtable coming Monday, and then the Ryan Day show returns Thursdays at noon 02 if you're going by the network. You cannot be doing play-by-play.
I'm
Get
sorry.
us kicked off of YouTube.
All I said was, ooh.
No, you're going into something. Georgia Tech now making a drive down the field in the Aer Lingus Kickoff Classic in Dublin, Ireland.
Would you have wanted to play in Dublin, Ireland?
For Ohio State to play in Dublin, Ireland?
Yeah.
No.
You wouldn't
Nope.
Went to it?
Nope.
Why not?
I'm not going to Dublin, Ireland.
Why not?
I have no interest. Plus, we'll be working that day.
Last year, the machine broke, and you could get all the beer you want for free because the card thing went down.
That happened? I
thought that was last year at the first open.
Are you saying like the card readers weren't working?
Yeah, so they just
gave the beer?
Just gave it away.
Well, that'd be great, but I have no interest in actually going over there.
Probably gave away a bunch of Coors Light.
What a wonderful beer. Love me when the mountains are blue, that's when your beer's coldest. I think it's going to be a rough season for Colorado. And a lot of times when people in these situations are having rough goes, it's a lot of times due to their own actions, or I guess inactions in some instances. The CU Athletics Department informed the Denver Post earlier this week that head coach Deion Sanders and anyone else within the Buffaloes football program will no longer take questions from columnist Sean Keeler.
That's funny.
One Denver Post columnist is now banned from asking questions. He can still cover the team, but they will not be letting him ask questions in press conferences. Department officials said the decision was due to what it perceived as a, quote, series of sustained personal attacks in Keeler's coverage of the football program. Now, it's probably not just him, but there have been a lot of critical comments made since Deion took over in Boulder. When asked for specific examples of how Keeler personally attacked Sanders in the program, a sports information staffer cited his use of phrases such as false prophet, deposition Deion, Planet Prime, Bruce Lee of BS, the Deion Kool-Aid, and circus. If those phrases are offending you, that might be a you thing. Especially if you're telling your players to be tough and to ignore the noise and to keep the main thing the main thing.
Yes.
This flies in the face of all of that.
I think that it's one of those things that I would have to get more details. Like, was it a conversation that you had with this guy where he was like, you writing some stuff or you saying some stuff, and I don't appreciate it. It's really bothering me. It could be that, and then he said bleep you and kept doing it anyways. Like, was it that situation, or is it that you've been reading this for some time and then you just say, you know what, I'm tired of this guy and his noise. I don't want him to ask me questions anymore. Like, okay, then that's.
It feels from Deion, it's the latter of the two. Is this guy was critical? I didn't like the comments. I'm not letting him ask. He's done. He's cut off.
I guess it's I'm trying to think from an athletic standpoint. Back in your athletic time, it's hard to know that somebody is criticizing you, and then once you get to, or they just don't like you, and then when it's time to ask questions, you all in my face asking me questions like everything cool when you don't like me. And I guess it's hard to do that sometimes. Like, I guess, that's part of being a professional. Sure. But it's hard to do sometimes, especially if you wear your heart on your sleeve. It's hard to just be fake in a moment like that. And I think he must have got fed up with being fake. Like, I don't like you, you don't like me, so why are we sitting here doing this? Don't ask me nothing. I don't really want to talk to you, so let's just did that. And that professionally, you shouldn't do that, but I think that we realize that sometimes he does things a lot differently.
Yeah, Deion does almost everything differently. Yeah. Here was Sanders at the beginning of August. They were doing CU Media Days, and he was asked a question by a local reporter.
Next guy. Eric Christensen with CBS Sports Colorado. CBS, Tyler, I'm not doing nothing with CBS. Next question. Joe Rigo, my Ain't got nothing to do with you. This is above that. Ain't got nothing to do with you. I got love for you. I appreciate you, respect you. Ain't got nothing to do with you. They know what they did. I'm here in Denver, not national. You are who you are. CBS is CBS. All right. Joe Rigo, my last with you. I respect you. That's why I told you that. I'm looking you in the eye as a man. I respect you. I got love for you. But what they did was foul.
So it's just a continuation of behavior to where Sanders is acting like a petulant child. Is exactly how I take this. And it's tough because I was rooting for him to succeed at Colorado last season. His son's going to be a top 10 draft pick. Travis Hunter as well in the next NFL draft.
I mean,
now I guess I wouldn't hate it if they lost every game.
I'm not going to take it that far.
That's the circus that will come from that.
I'm not going to take it that far.
Sure.
It's not that, to me, it's not that deep. I mean, it's, all I know is he better do well. You're giving ammunition for people. So make sure that you perform well on Saturday so that don't come back to bite you, because this is something that's small that people will make into a big thing, and then they'll put it as a knock against you, and why does he even have his job and all of those things? But if he goes out there and he wins, none of this
winning
matters.
Cures it all.
None of this
That's
matters.
True.
So for him, he better have a successful season, at least bowl eligible.
It was also reported this week, Sports Illustrated had it, their special teams coordinator resigned on August 1st, Trevor Riley. He sent a resignation letter in to University of Colorado athletic officials and it aired his grievances as to why he's resigning from. He said it wasn't any of the coaches, it wasn't any of the players, it was staff within CU's athletic department. And one of the things that he listed in the grievances was that he had spent time in the Middle East trying to lobby Saudi Arabia's public investment fund for name, image, and likeness money on behalf of Colorado football. Deion had his special teams coordinator in the Middle East lobbying the PIF, the same people that own Live Golf, for name, image, and likeness money.
Oh, man, I guess that's not good. That's not good. But I mean,
it's unique.
You're trying to get the money, so
you're trying to get money any way you can.
I'm not mad at him for trying to get his players money, even though that money is.
I just did not see that coming, where they're going to the PIF for NIL money. But if you don't have boosters and you don't have the kind of backing that an Ohio State does, and you're trying to compete on the same level with the same kinds of recruits and portal people,
I get it.
The money spends.
I get it.
So you got to go find it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, then you find yourself,
Well, you can't say he ain't trying to get his players paid. You can't be mad at him for that part.
It's unique as hell, but you can't knock it. Yeah. And I'm not going to, but I am going to knock his behavior, Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
Man, you're so soft if you're telling reporters don't ask me questions.
Yeah. Yes and no. I see it both ways. I see your side. I see his side. Because it's like, I told you, it's at the end of the day, it's like, if you going to talk, if you on the media and social media and you just trashing me, and then when you see me, it's all, you try to be all friendly. It's like, I don't work like that. Like, sure. I don't play that. Like, that's not, and I get why because I'm like that too. I don't do that. Like, if it's up there, it's stuck there. Like, let's just keep it what it is. So I get that part, but I do understand that you have, in a professional setting, you have to be professional.
Agreed.
So, yeah.
And as I just, it stinks because I was rooting for Deion to have success with this.
Oh, I do.
Because I thought Colorado is one of those programs that if they're better, then college football is better. If he can come in and in an unorthodox way win football games, doing the unorthodox things that made Deion such a special player, everybody's better for it.
This situation doesn't change that for me. I separate this stuff with on the field stuff, like off the field and on the field. I separate the two, so I still root for them to have success on it.
Winning will cure all. Despite losing Patrik Laine, I think the Blue Jackets got better this week. That's next. Sports Saturday on The Fan.
Here's a listener tweet. Are Men and Bone stupid in real life? Yes. Yes, they are. Common Man and T-Bone.
Weekdays from 3 to 6.
The Fan.
Bobby Carpenter here for Germain Toyota. Ready for a new ride? Swing by Germain Toyota, ask for my friend Marcello, and discover unbeatable deals and a wide selection of new and certified pre-owned Toyota vehicles. Visit GermainToyota.net and drive away in style today. Germain Toyota on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road.
The Super Sale is back this Friday and Saturday only at Meijer. Shop for sports, family dinners, or get-togethers, and find super low prices on favorites like Halo Mandarins for 99 cents, boneless center cut half pork loin for $1.79 per pound, and Body Armor or Powerade sports drinks for 88 cents each. Shop super low Meijer prices while supplies last, and get the same prices in-store and online. Shop the Meijer Super Sale this Friday and Saturday only. Exclusions apply. See all deals in-store and in the Meijer app.
Hey, it's Bobby. When it comes to tackling a project as important as your roof, you want a company that cares about the product and experience they're going to deliver. At Newman Roofing, you're more than just a number. They believe in 100% customer satisfaction. And for your roofing needs, give them a call at 614-NEW-ROOF or newmanroofing.com.
The Columbus Men's Clinic opened in 2014 for guys who get it done. Let's talk, fellas. You solve problems all day at work. You fix your sink when it's broken. But when it comes to ED and low T, it doesn't get done. We get it. You hate going to the doctor, but you're the guy that fixes things. At the Columbus Men's Clinic, there's nothing to fear and no reason to delay. We've been destroying bedroom boredom for a decade. So if you haven't fixed this, call us. When the pills fail, call us. If you feel like you've tried everything, call us. Here, there's hope. From the conventional to the next level. You'll be seen by our friendly, discreet physician who will take the time to listen. Imagine finally taking care of this with no surgery. Imagine going from feeling gray to living life in vibrant color. It's time to be confident. Join the thousands of guys who have found success after walking through our doors. Will you be one of them? Dial 614-300-7400 or go to ColumbusMen'sClinic.com to schedule a $99 male performance consultation, including blood work. Do it for you. Do it for her. ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Book your appointment now.
The Buckeye Show.
Like, what will do if he's going to be my guy? I think he's for sure going to be the starter. I'm looking for 30 touchdowns. I'm needing to see single-digit interceptions.
The Buckeye Show.
Sponsored by CareSource.
Weeknights at 6 on The Fan.
This is the White Castle Call of the Crave, and it's telling you to come in now for 10 cheese sliders for just $7.99. 10 cheese sliders for just $7.99. Boom! White Castle. Follow your crave. Limited time only, tax not included.
August may seem like the end of summer. It also means the beginning of a lot of things, like back to school, festivals, football. At Buckeye Lake Marina, it means the August savings days are upon us. Get huge discounts on all of the new and used boats that they didn't sell. Every pontoon, tri-toon, sport boats, even fishing boats are ready for you. Save thousands on demo models that have been used all summer to show off amazing features. Some have never even been in the water. Take advantage of the August savings days at Buckeye Lake Marina. Their summer hours continue through the entire month of August. Visit BuckeyeLakeMarina.com for details.
Let's get something straight. I'm not here to convince you to use cannabis or to try cannabis. I'm here to tell you that since medical cannabis is legal in this state, Veriheal can help you get your medical cannabis card with no hassle if you qualify. Just go to Veriheal.com, meet with a state-licensed medical doctor online, and if approved, get your card. There's no fee if you don't qualify, so check it out today. Veriheal. Veriheal.com.
We're dealing at Reichert Nissan. Hundreds of Nissans in stock, on the ground, and priced to sell fast. Low lease payments on brand new Reichert Nissan Sentras, only $219 a month. Now we're really dealing. With our lowest prices and 72-hour exchange policy, you can't buy the wrong car. Visit the Reichert Mega Mall off 270 and 33, or shop thousands of new and certified used at ReichertNissan.com. Get the right car at Reichert. We're dealing.
With approved credit. 2024 Sentra SV FWD 36-month lease with $3,000 due at signing. Offer ends 9/3/24.
Meet animals from around the world as you explore the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. Whether you're fascinated by the towering elephant or playful sea lions, we have it all at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. Visit columbuszoo.org to plan your visit today.
Excuse me, waiter. There's a hair in my soup. A long purple hair.
I'm so sorry. I'll get the manager.
I'm the manager. How can I help?
Wait, weren't you the Plum Insurance mascot?
I gave it away, my long purple fur.
Something like that.
What if all insurance companies were like NJM and were known for putting their policyholders first, not gimmicks? Then all those insurance mascots would have to get real jobs.
I'll pass on dessert.
No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NJM.
Sports talk, weekend style. You're listening to Fan Sports Saturday.
Yes, you are, for about another half hour here. Tyvis Powell, Eric Reeser, Jacob Reimer. And coming your way at 1 o'clock, you've got Buckeye Replay, the 2015 College Football Playoff National Championship game. Ohio State and Oregon won. Tyvis Powell, the defensive MVP of that championship game. Won't tell you how it ended, but there's a reason we're playing it before the football season. We're playing it in week 0. There is an actual live football game going on right now between Florida State and Georgia Tech. Looks 8-7 right now.
Yeah.
Both teams scoring on their opening drives. Florida State electing to go for 2. There's about 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter from Dublin, Ireland. That's a slate of like 5 games that are going on today. They're playing in Hawaii tonight around midnight Eastern. You got the Rainbow Warriors taking on Delaware State. 8 o'clock tonight, SMU, Nevada. 4 o'clock, Montana State from the FCS at New Mexico.
What is going on? They went for it on 4th and 4?
It looks like the rambling wreck got a stop.
What is going on? Why did they do that?
College football, baby.
Why would you do that? Like what you do? You don't respect them
some
at
tone
all?
Setting.
4th and 4?
Well, you went for 2 on your opening drive touchdown.
They above. Okay. They on near 30 or whatever the heck it is.
It's a big stop. You need to play.
I would have kicked the field goal, but whatever.
You're soft. Have you done any NCAA in? Or I guess it wouldn't be NCAA now. EA Sports College Football 25? You've been able to?
Why don't they call the NCAA?
You don't have the NCAA part of it anymore. You've gotten rid of them. It's just EA Sports College Football 25.
Is that what it says?
Hey, you don't have to pay the NCAA.
You know what? I've never noticed.
You just sign. Yeah, you just get the deals with the schools individually.
Just say college football. But anyways.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Anyways.
I can't because I grew up on NCAA football year.
What I realized is a lot of the things that I appreciated as a kid and I was younger, now that I'm older, it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's just not. Like, for example, I was a huge Metal Gear Solid person. I don't know if you know what that is.
I do know what Metal Gear Solid is.
I was a huge Metal Gear Solid person. And, like, if they came out with that today, I don't know if I would be as addicted to the game as I was when I was younger.
Yeah.
Like, that's all I really wanted to do. That and Madden. That was the only 2 things. Now, I don't barely play Madden.
Madden come out, too,
Madden
just
came
recently?
out, like, a week ago. I played a couple of games online. I think I lost 2 games. I think I won 5. C.J. Stroud is really good on that game.
He's really good in real life.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, that's...
But, yeah, it's not that... It's just certain things just don't hit the same. It's an age thing.
Well, the Blue Jackets have pretty much hit the same. 23 of their 24 years. It's been not great from the CBJ.
It might be time. This might be the change.
I think things are going. It's a promising start for what is, I think, tear a lot of it down for the rebuild.
They are very big on defense around here.
Well, you've seen over the past couple of seasons just how seasons can go when they lack depth on the blue line, when they lose defensemen, when they bring in defensemen that don't live up to big contracts or big deals. You need to have it, especially when your goaltending situation has been as in flux as the Jackets' goaltending situation. You've got to have a solid blue line. CBJ haven't. And there's a correlation why they haven't been great.
Well, their problem last year, early on in like the first half, was that they just could not finish the game. I mean, they would either be up or tied going into the third period, and it just slipped away. And that happened a lot.
Yep.
They was probably one of the best two-period teams, but when they got to that last one, it just fell
I remember
apart.
saying a lot of times last year, boy, if they played just 40 minutes of hockey, the Jackets would be way better than the 8 seed.
So they got to finish that. If they, you know how every offseason they have a mantra. Like for us, it was what was it called? The grind. Was that?
Wasn't it different each year? Didn't Urban put up a different banner?
Chase.
The chase, the
That's
grind.
It. The chase. The chase.
Well,
there should be finish. The finish.
Speaking of finish, Patrik Laine was traded. If you missed the news, the 26-year-old will now be playing for the Montreal Canadiens. And look, I wish Patrik Laine the best of luck, but be careful what you wish for. Because Laine wanted a new setting. He got a hockey market in Columbus that's passionate, but because of Ohio State football, because you're kind of you're a professional team in the city, but you're always going to play second fiddle to the Scarlet and Gray.
Yes.
In Montreal, the Canadians are everything. And while Montreal was also very bad last season, you had passion in the negative on a consistent basis. So you go from, if your team's bad, they'll still pack the barn. They'll do that in Montreal, but the negativity's a lot more prevalent there because it becomes apathy with the Blue Jackets when they're bad.
Do you think that they run their own social media account?
Who's this?
Like Patrik Laine.
I don't know. I think some do, but I think most don't. I don't think Patrik Laine does his.
So he should have a ton of it. He shouldn't even check his phone.
Yeah, but you know with players, they always have rabbit ears.
Yes, it's very hard to do, but like if it's gonna be all negative, like why would I do that?
I don't know. That's a question you have to ask Patrik Laine.
Especially if you play bad, like you don't need that. You know you play bad. That's the thing. People be all on athletes like we need y'all to tell us we play. You don't think we know that?
No, I think you do. I just feel that fans are going to give you their opinion. And fans, I think, are entitled to giving I don't know if entitled's the right word, but you're going to hear it. Patrik Laine is going to hear it. He had, $8.7 million on a contract for the next 2 seasons.
If you need some motivation, just search your name.
Right. There it is.
You search your name, you'll get a lot of criticism.
But I think the Blue Jackets, despite losing a talent like Patrik Laine, I mean, he only appeared in 12 games this past season. But despite losing a talent like that, I think the team's in a better spot than where they were this time last week. I had thought that this was going to go into camp. I knew that Don Waddell had made it his mission to not carry any of Laine's salary if they were able to find a deal. And I thought it's great to wish those types of things, but $8.5 million there were just so few suitors out there. Montreal was one of them, but they had to send a pick along with it, and that's fine.
I'm mad that him and Johnny Gaudreau, they were supposed to be like the Steph Curry and Klay Thompson of hockey.
I wouldn't go that far, but there was promise.
They were supposed to be like, with that pairing. Connor McDavid and who's his buddy?
Patrik Laine's injury, hurt those chances, but just the team being a mess as long as they were both on the same Blue Jackets squad, I think added to that as well. And so, yes, you never got what you thought you were promised from this pairing, but you did for the Blue Jackets now get out from under this contract with Patrik Laine. You weren't able to convince him to stay. I know Don Waddell had said that, and continues to say, they want people here that want to be here. And I think it's good on him, good on Dean Evison.
Elvis is still here.
I think they were able to slightly repair that.
Oh, it was a kumbaya?
I think a little bit. I do think there's, obviously with Elvis's contract, I think he had a couple more years left on it.
Wasn't that my suggestion to that whole organization? They should all get in.
They should all kumbaya. Yeah. And I do, again, think to Don Waddell and Dean Evison's, to their credit, tried to kumbaya this situation with Laine. But he had said in his opening press conference he did with Montreal media that there was no repairing this, that he knew before he went into the player assistance program that he was done in Columbus. So, okay, you don't want to be here. Now you are gone. Jackets get back Jordan Harris, a young defenseman, so you get a little bit of depth there. You just think you're overall in a better situation. Now, they're not going to be good. This will be a team likely with high odds for the number 1 pick next year.
You never
but that's okay because this is the build that it needs to be for the Blue Jackets to be the team that we would all want them to be. We're all rooting for them to be.
That you're settling for mediocrity.
My expectations are so low.
Yeah, no.
That if they can chase an 8 in January, be thrilled.
You never know.
No, you don't.
You never know. You lose if you get rid of locker room cancer, maybe.
But they'll get preseason play going here in about a month, and we'll have it back in our lives. And I think that's a good thing because I think
I need them to be good so I can go to Nationwide.
You just go to Nationwide regardless. Blue Jackets fans have been going to Nationwide regardless of this team being good.
I haven't seen it, so I want to check out.
Do you need them to be good before you'll go? That seems very fair weather of you.
No, actually, I don't. I just need to go.
You should go.
I just want to see it live.
I agree with you. I think a live Blue Jackets game is wonderful.
Do they smash people into the glass?
Yeah, there's hitting.
Yes.
And there's hockey chasing.
But there's
goal scoring sometimes.
Fighting because Nationwide is not they don't do fighting at Nationwide.
They do. They allow them to drop the gloves and scrap a little bit.
You told me that they didn't.
I don't think I ever said that.
That's what you told me.
That's not. We have to find the tape on that. And we will do that and maybe come back with that next at Sports Saturday on The Fan.
We used to have a billboard with our host's face on it, but only ugly people work here now.
You mama say you ugly, hey!
The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Experience a piece of history this September and pay tribute to those that have served in the Vietnam War. Delaware County Veterans Services invites you to visit the Wall That Heals from September 12th through the 15th at Havener Park in Liberty Township. Witness the official 3/4 scale replica of the Vietnam Memorial in Washington, D.C. The Wall That Heals is free and open to the public 24 hours a day until 2 p.m. on the 15th. For volunteering opportunities and to learn more, please visit thewallthathealsohio.com.
Common Man here for Universal Windows Direct. Football season is here, and you know what that means. Fall is just around the corner. Cooler temperatures on the way. If you've been dealing with drafty windows all summer, struggling on those crazy hot days, your AC just can't keep up, now is the perfect time to upgrade with Universal Windows Direct. Call them today, 614-502-5220. For every 2 windows you buy, you get 2 free. Plus 0% financing for 60 months. Restrictions apply because they always do. Go to UWD.com. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
At United Dairy Farmers, peach is our most popular ice cream. Although it's only here for a short time, we sell more of it than any other flavor. And once you taste it, you'll know why it wins the popularity contest. We make it from scratch by mixing in the juice from our hand-selected peaches and big chunks of fruit. That's what gives it that unique peachier flavor. And that might also explain why peach season at UDF doesn't last long. UDF Peach Ice Cream, made for you.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota, and this month 0% financing is back by popular demand on the 2024 Toyota Tundra for 48 months. But hurry in before they're gone. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com for details. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky with approved credit, tax title, and $250 doc fee not included. Offer ends August 30th.
Think Toyota. Think Tansky. Think Tansky.
Cash, moolah, greenbacks, dough, Skrilla chips, bread and mo. 2, 5, 10, and 20, 30 big ones, games of plenty. Cheddar, butter, lewd and scratch. Find the letters, make the match, cause there's many words for cash, no doubt. Many ways to play cash word. Check them out. Cash word from Ohio Lottery. It's game time, yo. Cash word, it's fun to go with millions in prizes, don't you know?
Lottery players are subject to Ohio law and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Football season is here, and we have so much stuff. One station isn't enough. Find even more pigskin on ESPN Columbus.
Set your second preset to AM 1460 or 97.1 FM HD2, or listen on the Fan app.
Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan.
That's the sound of sweat. Falling drip by miserable drip. Because your AC has decided to call it quits in this heat. But the Waterworks Heating and Cooling team never quits. So no sweat. The Waterworks offers same-day AC service to help you keep your cool this summer. And that sounds amazing. Call the Waterworks Heating and Cooling team, 614-333-9720, or schedule service on our website. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better AC.
This is the White Castle Call of the Crave, and it's telling you to come in now for 10 cheese sliders for just $7.99. 10 cheese sliders for just $7.99. Boom! White Castle. Follow your crave. Limited time only, tax not included.
Hey, welcome to IKEA's complete sleep event. Don't miss dreamy offers on sleep essentials.
I've tried counting sheep, but keep losing track.
We've got you. IKEA family members save 15% off your purchase of $300 or more on select sleep comfort items. Plus, we're throwing a pajama party in-store on August 31st. Wear your favorite PJs for a free breakfast.
Ooh, we have matching PJs.
Don't wait. Go to IKEA-USA.com/bettersleep or visit your local store today. Offer valid August 7th through September 10th. U.S. only. See store and IKEA-USA.com for full details and eligible items. Restrictions apply.
Hey, it's Anthony here from my friends at Germain Honda of Dublin. Rich is rolling out all of his new Hondas at 2.9% up to 60 months, just not including the Civic Si and Civic Type R, but all the other awesome new Hondas, 2.9%. You love certified? He has the dream deal, 0.99% APR for 36 months on the 23s and 24s, Civics, HRVs, CRVs, pilots, and passports. When you think Honda, you have to visit Germain Honda of Dublin, Sawmill Road, just south of 270.
Boss on your back? Break away from the office and head on over to Delaware Golf Club. Grab a group, play 18, and afterwards, unwind with a drink by the Fire Pit Bar and Patio. Online booking makes it easy to secure your tee time. So come check out Central Ohio's home for premier golf at Delaware Golf Club.
Want to know anything about the fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
During weekend programming, pants are optional.
Look at my butt!
However, leather chairs may have been a bad choice. You're listening to Fan Sports Saturday.
Yes, you are. A hot one today. I guess we're in actual August weather.
You sound. Did you like that cool stuff?
I loved it. It was just fall. It felt like football. It felt like fall weather. I liked it for a week. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I hated it.
You did? You didn't like the cooler temperatures. You want it to be 90, because it'll be like 95 on Tuesday. So is that what you would rather have?
Great.
Yeah?
You'll never hear
that's August.
You'll never hear me complain about heat, because once it get cold,
that's true.
You know, when that white stuff starts falling.
What we're looking at from a weather standpoint next Saturday at 3:30. That's when the boot will meet the ball at Ohio Stadium between the Buckeyes and the Akron Zips. The second-ranked Buckeyes are 50.5-point favorites against Akron. So you're looking at a high 81 next Saturday.
But I need to look.
Sun. So, yeah. The high of the day, that 81, will be right at kickoff. So if you're sitting in C-Deck, boy,
let me see.
You're going to crisp up. That was one of the.
Oh, it's going to be good.
One of my favorite things as a kid was going to Ohio State games, obviously, from Columbus, but sitting in C-Deck in those August and September games when it was hot.
I just needed to be a decent temperature, not too hot. Saturday.
Not too hot?
Next Saturday.
Okay, I told you it's 81 is the high.
No, I'm going to be in West Lafayette.
Oh, that's right.
So
okay. Well,
I don't want to be on camera.
I'm not looking at the weather for.
I already looked it up. It's going to be a high of 83, but we're doing it at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, so it'll be cooler.
Yeah, it'll be probably like 70s,
when
which
you
is perfect.
Sweat on camera, do you have assistants that'll come up and like dap your forehead during the commercial breaks?
No, what I do usually. So usually
here, Mr. Powell.
Actually, they will get you like towels and stuff.
That's good.
And like, so how the stage is set up, I usually like put my phone and towel like stashed under like the little cone, but I will have like a tissue or like a paper towel in my back pocket.
Do you know when the camera cuts away? To where you can kind of quickly dap your forehead a little bit?
Obviously, you can see them yourself. So, like, if they're showing, like, a schedule or they asking somebody in the studio something, I will,
just real quick.
Yeah.
For our audience, what will you be doing next Saturday? For those who are just tuning in, find Tyvis Powell next Saturday, Big Ten Network.
Next Saturday, I'll be on the Big Ten doing the Tailgate show. Me and Mike Hall will be on from 10 to 11:30. That will be every Saturday until the Big Ten championship.
And then will you be in Indianapolis doing it there?
Yes.
All right. So you don't know if you're going to be in Columbus for any of those?
What, for the game?
Yeah.
I'm sure we will be. I mean, come on now.
You going out to Seattle? That'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll be, in 4 weeks, 3 weeks?
Mm-hmm. It'll be here quickly because, again, once week 1 happens, and so it
just flies. Once
you
football
blink,
season starts,
and it's Thanksgiving.
Football season starts, man, time just flies.
What we've got for you on the Fan is a look way back, 2015. It was January 12th, the national championship game, the college football national championship game between Ohio State and Oregon. That was a game one Tyvis Powell was defensive MVP of, and he will be speaking with Timmy Hall about that 2014 season, the roller coaster that started with Virginia Tech.
Why you got to bring that?
Funnily enough.
I gotta bring that up.
Yeah, it's just part of the story.
No, it's not.
It's part of the story that culminates in Ohio State winning the first college football playoff national championship, a feat it hopes to do again, a feat it hopes to replicate, I should say, this coming January.
Virginia Tech has not done anything of significance since that year.
It's pretty significant.
And they weren't even good.
They got a cool intro, so that's what they've got going for them. But you're right. But Ohio State has the aspirations to win a college football playoff national championship. It was brand spanking new in 2015 or 2014 that season. It's 12 teams now.
I am so glad that we got a chance to play them again the next year.
Yeah, got it right back.
Yeah.
And that will forever be the Braxton spin game.
It's sad that we went.
What's sad?
We went through that whole season just thinking about. It was a weekly thought
about Virginia Tech.
How did we lose that game? Like I remember it like it was yesterday. How every week we would watch them on TV and be like, "They lost. They losing to so. How did we lose that game?"
Yeah, they weren't a great Virginia Tech team. Like. You're absolutely right when you say that was the last time they did anything nationally relevant. Was beat a team that went on to win the first college football playoff national championship.
10 years ago. They haven't had a significant win in 10 years.
I'm going to miss doing this with you, but when we do not do the Saturday Spectacular, that is only because it is football season. So, again, you'll have the Buckeye Roundtable coming your way Monday at 6 o'clock.
You'll still have some bye weeks ones.
Yeah, probably. I don't know the schedules for them right now.
I won't be there.
I know you won't. That's the thing. You'll be doing your Big Ten TV tailgate.
Well, we got until February of next year.
Right. The long march till January 20th is where we hope we will find us previewing an Ohio State national championship game. Again, coming up next, you'll have the 2015 national championship. And then later tonight, 10 o'clock, will be the Browns and the Seattle Seahawks. Tyvis Powell will be on the pregame and the postgame of that. That'll start at 8 o'clock as, again, the Browns and the Seahawks wrap up the preseason on the Fan.
Chops his serial killer eyes, and Reeser can grow a full beard before lunch. What can your friends do? Bishop and Friends.
Weekday mornings at 9.
The Fan.
Ohio, ready for some quick mental health facts? Let's go. Nearly 2 million Ohioans live with a mental health condition. In the U.S., more than 50% of people will be diagnosed with a mental illness in their lifetime. Depression is a leading cause of disability worldwide. So why are some of us still stigmatizing people living with a mental health condition when we know all of this? Let's listen to the facts and beat the stigma. Ohio, challenge what you know about mental health at beatthestigma.org.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota, and this month 0% financing is back by popular demand on the 2024 Toyota Tundra for 48 months. But hurry in before they're gone. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com for details. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky with approved credit, tax title, and $250 doc fee not included. Offer ends August 30th.
Think Toyota. Think Tansky. Think Tansky.
Next.
The last thing you want to do is take another trip to the doctor's office.
And sign here and here and here.
Save yourself the hassle by visiting VeriHeal.com to talk to a state-licensed medical provider about medical cannabis. You'll see if you pre-qualify in just a few minutes. Simple as that. That'll make your day go from this to this. Visit VeriHeal.com. VeriHeal. VeriHeal.com.
The Super Sale is back this Friday and Saturday only at Meijer. Shop for sports, family dinners, or get-togethers, and find super low prices on favorites like Halo Mandarins for 99 cents, boneless center-cut half pork loin for $1.79 per pound, and Body Armor or Powerade sports drinks for 88 cents each. Shop super low Meijer prices while supplies last, and get the same prices in-store and online. Shop the Meijer Super Sale this Friday and Saturday only. Exclusions apply. See all deals in-store and in the Meijer app.
Did you and your family lose Ohio Medicaid and need health coverage? Check this out. You may be eligible to enroll in a low-cost health plan at healthcare.gov. With the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov offers quality plans that cover doctor visits, prescriptions, emergency care, and more. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
And what is it called?
A ceiling fan.
And where is it?
It's on the floor.
And why is that a problem?
Well, see, the person who named it probably should have called it a floor. No, that's not right. The guy on TV I saw put up a ceiling fan.
Are you a TV star, Paul?
No, I'm not.
Are you an electrician, Paul?
I am not.
You are?
I am a middle management accountant, and I shouldn't be putting up ceiling fans.
You should.
Call the pros who knows.
Apex Pros.
The pros who know electrical work, too. Hi, it's Alex from Apex Pros. And if you'd like us for plumbing, cooling, and heating, you're going to love our pro electricians.
Apex Pros are on the way.
Much easier, isn't it?
I'm glad we sorted this out.
Me too.
Columbus loves the pros who knows. Schedule with one click at apexpros.com.